chickadees. It's a Monday. Oh my. StreamYard has decided, hey, it's going to do whatever it feels like doing today. But Heidi ho, chickadees. Happy Monday. Thanks for coming to the Chickadee Coop. We're going to be covering the Stefon Diggs trial that took place last week. I have a lot to say about it. I mean, a lot. I feel like I'm very crooked too. What is happening? Did something get bumped? I had a power outage briefly over the weekend. So I don't know if maybe that had something to do with anything, something. I have no idea. But here we are. So let me say hello to everyone. Let me go back. Y'all been hanging out here waiting for me. So hello, KS Granny. Why am I so crooked? I got to fix this. Hang on. I don't like being where I'm supposed to be. Okay. Jillian is with us. Hey, Jillian. Happy to see that you haven't watched any of this trial. That's fantastic. We will have a ball. Kristen, hello, and thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you as well. Our marvelous mod, Kelly, is with us, of course. Peppermint PJ, hanging out at Misdemeanor's Chickadee Coop. Who else we got here? Gina. Haven't seen Gina in a while. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. And Christine is back with us. Happy to have you all here. If you are new and you have not subscribed, you need to do that. Leave your DNA on the thumbs up button there at the bottom below where I'm at, you know, that thing. You need to leave some DNA there. And then also turn your notifications on so you know when I go live, you're like they're lickety split. And you know what's happening. If you're on Replay Crew, thank you so much. Drop me a comment. I love them. And all of you on the Twix, thank you so much for hanging out and watching with me this evening. All righty. This particular trial is Stefon Diggs is being charged with assault and oh gosh, my brain escapes me. I have had quite an evening, let me tell you. I came blistering in here and then having all the computer problems. I don't do well with that. So, okay. Stefon Diggs is a professional football player. He plays for the New England Patriots in the NFL. He hired a personal chef that would live with him and make all of his meals for him. There was an altercation between said chef and Stefon Diggs, and she is claiming that he slapped her and put her in a headlock. And so this is the trial to find out if he is going to be found guilty of felony strangulation and misdemeanor assault and battery. And so that is the basics of what you need to know. I think going in, there's not a whole lot more that you need to know for us to start watching. So let me get us queued up. I happen to take some notes ahead of time, so I know approximately where we need to be. All righty. Oh, he's not with the Patriots anymore? Well, shoot, I haven't been staying on top of my NFL. I know this is where wacky season starts, and he goes there and this person goes there and he's an undrafted free agent. Well, that won't take long, especially now that this has been resolved. He'll be picked up by somebody. So, I mean, hey, do the Detroit Lions want him? I don't know. Just saying. Alrighty. Let us proceed to all of the things. Hey, Granny Debbie, you made it just in time, actually, because I'm just starting. Your late was right on time because Ms. D had technical issues, like bad technical issues. I never have technical issues, and this was, ugh. Okay. I'm going to try to fix my camera too, because somehow things got all jacked around here. I don't know what has happened in my world, but I'm going to fix that while we start to listen. Are y'all ready? Let's do this.
All right, are the parties ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. I think the only
We're ready to proceed, Judge. I know we had discussed evidentiary issues.
Do we need to address those at this time, or are we ready to bring in the jury and proceed with openings?
I'm going to proceed with openings, I think.
Agreed.
Okay, then let's do that. We do, and counsel, I'm reminded of your motion last week to sequester any witnesses, so I don't know if any of your witnesses are in the courtroom, but if they are, if they'd kindly step out, and any witnesses in this matter who will be testifying will be called in one at a time. All set?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry about that, y'all. I'm all right, let's zippity doo dah, shall we? Now that I've fixed my camera, I'm like, I am just not happy with where I am, and I'm still not thrilled, but we're at least gonna head on down the road this evening.
May be seated.
I do have it at 1.25.
All right, counsel, are ready to proceed?
Yes.
All right,
I
go
think
ahead.
it'll be okay for us. Oh, before he gets started, let me also fill you in. The way this is done, this is in Massachusetts. This is in Dedham County, or in Dedham, Massachusetts. And the voir dire, we did not watch the voir dire, but I can tell you it was fascinating to me. They kind of just go down a list and raise your hand if you have an issue with this. Raise your hand if you have a family member that's related to either of the counsel, and they go through. And then there's like this whole period of time that they bring these people up and talk to them at sidebar with the judge. And then poof, it's like magic. You've got a jury. And so I've skipped over all of that, and we are now going to start at opening statements.
Good morning. My name is Drew Virtue. I introduced myself earlier when we had a large group, and now that it's a smaller group, I should probably reintroduce myself again. To give you some room to stand on here of parties and what they're doing. My name is Drew Virtue. I'm the prosecutor, meaning I'm going to be presenting evidence supporting the defendant's guilt. Defense counsel will be representing their client. We'll have the clerk here, whose job it is to create a complete record of this case, both for the recording as well as writing things down when need be. The court officers who are up and about are here to make sure that we're safe, as well as help people kind of figure out where they need to go. The judge's job is to, kind of clunky term from law school, be the master of the law. And that leaves you guys, which an equally clunky term for the jury is the master of the facts. It's the idea that it's your job, it's your exclusive job, your special job, to determine the facts at stake that we're talking about, what actually happened. And this is concerning what happened on December 2nd of 2025. Now, you're going to have an opportunity to hear from some witnesses. you're going to have an opportunity to hear from Miss Mila Adams. She'll tell you about her career as a private chef. She'll tell you how she came to know the defendant, about how she came to be working as a chef for him. She'll tell you about her experience working for Mr. Diggs. I expect she'll tell you about a disagreement she had with some members of his staff. And then I expect that she'll tell you about what happened on December 2nd. And I remind you, it's your job here today to determine what happened on December 2nd. I expect Ms. Mila Adams, when she takes that stand, she'll tell you how she was texting with the defendant, her boss, Mr. Diggs. That on that text, they started arguing, they started name calling. I expect she'll tell you how she was in her bedroom at his house, how he entered her bedroom, walked up to her, and slapped her. I expect she's going to tell you how he put her in a headlock, the difficulty she had breathing, that he threw her on the bed, and then he left. I expect she's going to tell you then how that affected her, what she did after her, how she continued working for him afterwards, how she had a dispute with him over a payment, how his staff told her that she needed to sign a non-disclosure agreement to get paid. I expect she'll tell you that it wasn't until after this incident on December 2nd that anyone talked to her about a non-disclosure agreement. I expect for her to tell you how she eventually left that job as a chef, Mr. Diggs, and how she eventually reported what happened to her to the police. You also have an opportunity to hear from an officer from the Dedham Police, one Kenneth Ellis. He'll tell you about his training that he undertook in order to become an officer and how on December the 16th, Ms. Mila Adams came to the Dedham Police Station to talk to the police. He'll be able to tell you a bit about that encounter, what he saw, a little bit about that conversation, and ultimately how he chose to, how charges were filed against Mr. Diggs. Now, in this case, Mr. Diggs has no obligation to call any witnesses. He may choose not to call any witnesses, and you cannot hold that against him. But in the event that he does call witnesses, I ask that you give his witnesses the same care, the same attention, and the same scrutiny that you give to the Commonwealth's witnesses. It's part of your job as jurors, as the master of the facts, to listen to every witness, to pay attention, and to assess their credibility. In doing so, I ask you to keep two things in mind. One, what the witness had an opportunity to see or not to see. Whether the witness had an actual opportunity to witness the crime or just saw things in and around it. And two, what sort of financial relationship each witness had to Mr. Diggs. I imagine the defense may argue that Ms. Adams' financial dispute with Mr. Diggs is an important part of this case, and I'd say it is an important part of this case. But just in the same way that her financial relationship to Mr. Diggs is important, so is all the witnesses' financial relationship to Mr. Diggs. Now, at the conclusion of evidence, I'll have an opportunity to come back to you again. During that time, closing arguments, I'll ask you to come to a decision based on the evidence you heard. But right now, what I'm asking you is to not come to any decisions. Right now, your main job is to listen. So pay attention to give every bit of evidence the attention and the scrutiny it deserves. And when I say every bit of evidence, I do mean every bit of evidence, because in cases like this, every bit of evidence is important. Thank you.
Counsel, do you care to open?
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
That's it?
The assault the Commonwealth just described in their opening statement in only a few sentences. It never happened. It did not happen. There was no strangulation. There was no assault. There was no incident on December 2nd or any other day. There were 6 people in Mr. Diggs' home on December 2nd, and not one heard or saw anything out of the ordinary. The Commonwealth has no physical evidence. There are no medical records. There are no photos or videos showing any injuries.
What?
There are videos showing no injuries at all. Pay attention to where those came from. On December 16th, as the Commonwealth just said, Ms. Adams went to the police, and you will learn that after that, on the very day the complaint issued in this case, December 29th, demands for money from Mr. Diggs began coming from Ms. Adams' agents, starting the end of December on the 29th with over $19,000, and the most recent being a sum for quite a bit more. My name, again, is Andrew Kettlewell, and with my partner, Ms. Silva, we represent Stefon Diggs, who I'm actually going to ask to stand up for a moment. Mr. Diggs is a 33-year-old professional football player and businessman. He played for the New England Patriots last year. He's from Maryland. He's joined here with his mother. Thank you.
He's got
You're
his
gonna learn, ladies
mama
and gentlemen,
with
that
him.
December 2nd, 2025 was a day like any other for Stefon Diggs. He was in a good mood. The Patriots had played the night before. They'd won. He played well. He was going to head into work on December 2nd, just like any other day after a game, for treatment, film review, team meetings. And that night, on December 2nd, 2025, he and his closest friends were scheduled to fly to Miami, Florida. That was for the 1 week off he had during the season, the 1 week of vacation. It's called a bye week. During that day, after he went to work, friends began arriving at his house, folks who were also joining him on the trip to Miami. There were other people in his house. One of those people who I expect you're going to hear from is his assistant, Janelle Salas. You'll hear people refer to her as Sunny. You're going to hear from Miss Salas that for the entire afternoon, she was in Mr. Diggs' home in Dedham on Schoolmaster Street, sitting in the kind of main area, living room, kitchen area, watching people come and go. And she was getting things ready for the trip that night.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to take a little field trip. It may not be tonight, maybe tomorrow night or Wednesday night. We're going to take a field trip to the house on Schoolmaster.
Miss Adams, you're going to hear, was also in that house. She lived and worked in that house as Mr. Diggs' chef for the regular season. And that was from July 2025 to December 2025. That morning, Miss Adams was not happy. Instead, she was quietly seething about being left off that trip to Miami. I mentioned they were going to Miami that night and that Mr. Diggs is a businessman. In Miami, you're going to hear that there was an art show where a furniture line he collaborated with a person on was being displayed. But also in Miami, you're going to hear that Mr. Diggs had a birthday party. He had just turned 33, and that there was a week's worth of fun. And Miss Adams initially was expected to be on the trip, but she had been left off. She'd been left off because she'd spent the previous several days feuding with that business partner from the furniture line who was in Miami. And that person's name is Lindsay. I'm going to get back to that in one moment. But why was Miss Adams
Why
so
was she
frustrated
beefing
that morning? Why was she so to ever working for him? They had been friends. And at times, they'd been friends with benefits. That relationship had led to Miss Adams getting the job to cook for Mr. Diggs. She got to live in the house. She went to games. She sat with the owners of an NFL team, went to parties. She was paid $2,000 a week in reimbursement for what she claimed she spent on groceries. And she had plenty of opportunity to talk to Mr. Diggs about trying to get him to invest in her to open her dream restaurant.
She jelly.
As that season wore on, her place in Mr. Diggs' circle began to slip. And things came to a head in late November when that issue that I just mentioned, the feud between her and this person named Lindsay, popped up. That feud, it's about an anonymous blog post that was posted on the internet. Lindsay said that Miss Adams posted it. Miss Adams said Lindsay was the problem. The blog, the drama, all of that, it's not important to this case. What is important is that by December 2nd, 2025, Miss Adams was furious. She was upset about being left off the trip. She was upset about Mr. Diggs taking Lindsay's side over her in that argument. And so while he was at work, she was at the house. And you will see the text messages, I expect, that she sent to him that morning. You'll see her frustration boiled over. A quick word about those text messages. I expect you're going to see most, if not all, of these messages. And there's some language in there that is not typically courtroom appropriate. There's cursing, there's slang. The one thing I ask of you is that you don't let the way that the messages, the two parties in the messages communicated with one another, interfere with your ability to understand the content and to understand their importance. Because you're going to see what that exchange was about. You're going to see it was about this dispute, about Miss Adams being left off the Miami trip, and about Mr. Diggs picking somebody else's side over her. And you're going to hear why that's important. Because as I said, Miss Adams went to the Dedham Police Department on December 16th, and she made her report. And she told them the argument on December 2nd was about money.
Oh.
She told them that's what the fight was about over text and in real life, and that's how things got out of hand. She didn't mention Miami. Listen to what else she didn't mention. And 2 days later, she sent the Dedham Police Department a screenshot of the text messages she said, and you just heard the Commonwealth say, led into that fight. Led over the phone to Mr. Diggs coming into her room and committing this offense. And you're going to see those messages that she sent to the Dedham police. And I expect that what the evidence is going to show you after you've seen those, after you've seen all the messages that she did not show to the Dedham police, the evidence is going to show you that she curated the messages. She omitted some, she removed other messages before
Oh.
she sent them to the
Oh,
Dedham police.
oh,
to fit
don't
her
do
narrative.
that. Oh, don't do
By the way,
that.
on December 2nd,
Uh-oh.
she indicated to the police as well that she had not been paid for November. You're going to hear a little bit about her payment and about her paperwork. We'll get to that in one moment. A few of the people who you're going to hear from in this trial, many of them do work or have been associated with Mr. Diggs. Sonny, his assistant, is one of the witnesses you're going to hear from. I indicated to you she was inside the home that day, sitting in the living room, watching people come and go, doing her job like normal. She personally spoke to Ms. Adams throughout that day, and she'll tell you what she observed. You're going to hear from other folks who talked or texted with Ms. Adams that day as well. You're going to learn that Mr. Diggs had a scheduled day. He was at work in Foxborough, and even after he got back from work, he had a set schedule. He had an IV treatment for 1 hour and a 2-hour massage that followed. Following that, as I said, they were getting on the airplane and they were flying to Miami.
Can I just add? My level of jealousy about being wealthy enough to get an IV, man, y'all, I would feel like $1 million all the time if I could get a regular IV to keep myself hydrated. That is when you're rich, as far as I'm concerned. When you can do that. Hey, hi, Holly, and of course, hello, little drummer boy. I'm very jealous about the IV. Sorry.
As for Miss Adams, what you'll hear is that there was nothing out of the ordinary. She was normal. She cooked dinner for Mr. Diggs on December 2nd. She chatted on the phone and spent the afternoon and early evening in the house. And that night, she flew to New York City to spend her week off with friends. Now, I've said normal a few times already in this case. Let me pause and tell you what normal was like in the Diggs house. Mr. Diggs is a highly regarded professional athlete. He owns a clothing line, a furniture line that I've already mentioned in other businesses. He's a public figure. He's a coterie of family, friends, and staff around him at all times. Good professional athletes are paid very well in this country, and Mr. Diggs is very good at his job. He has the means to support his friends, family, and staff, and he takes good care of his people. You're going to hear that on December 2nd, he was taking his entire entourage on an airplane down to Miami and putting them up for a week's worth of events and parties, and that wasn't even out of the ordinary. So normal in the Mr. Diggs house is a little bit different from normal in your house or mine. But just like any other person in this country, rich or poor, Mr. Diggs sits here an innocent man. And any preconceptions or feelings you have about athletes, wealth, or anything else, you have to put aside and not let interfere with the oath you just took as jurors. So we've talked about December 2nd because that's the day Miss Adams claimed this incident occurred. You're going to hear about other days as well. You'll hear a little bit, like I said, about that November blog incident because it led up to the text exchange on December 2nd. The text exchange, the Commonwealth just told you, led into this physical assault that Miss Adams claims occurred. You also heard a moment ago that she flew to New York City that night. And I expect that you're going to hear from the people she stayed with in New York City. Their names are Shai Charles and Natalia Moses. They're both hairstylists who live in New York City. And you're going to see videos from Miss Adams's trip to New York City. Videos recorded only hours after she had landed, hours after this alleged incident had occurred. Videos from later that week, the next day, and a few days after that. And when you hear about those videos, ask yourself, what am I seeing? Where did the information come from? And what can it tell me? Ask yourself whether what is depicted on those videos is consistent with the Commonwealth's theory that Miss Adams was brutally assaulted by a professional athlete in her bedroom on December 2nd. Ask yourself, what would you expect to see from what the Commonwealth just described in a person's demeanor and physically on their body? There's an old axiom that the simplest answer that accounts for all the facts, that is the true answer. See if the Commonwealth theory accounts for all of the evidence that you're going to get to see over the next day and a half. One other thing that you were going to hear, the Commonwealth mentioned it briefly for a moment, there was that Miss Adams returned to the house in Dedham. You're going to learn that happened on December 9th, 1 week after she went to New York City. One thing you will learn about that return is that on December 16th, she told the police that she was only going there to pack her things. The evidence will show you that that was not true. She actually went back to work just like nothing had happened. Pay very close attention to the details surrounding her return on December 9th. How she got there, what she was doing, what happened after she got back to the house in the middle of the night at about 11:30 p.m. and walked in unaccompanied. Listen for those details about what she did then and what happened after, and ask yourself whether it tends to corroborate the story the Commonwealth just told you, that she was violently assaulted and strangled on December 2nd, or whether it instead suggests that nothing happened on December 2nd. As I said, after Ms. Adams got back to work on December 9th, she tried to pretend that things were fine. She tried to get back in Mr. Diggs' good graces to get him to forget about the text exchange back on December 2nd. But the damage, the argument they had on December 2nd was done, and she couldn't get back into his good graces. And even worse, she was now coming back and going to have to comply with the same rules that apply to everybody else. The Commonwealth already mentioned one of those. You're going to hear from Melissa Goddard, one of Mr. Diggs' bookkeepers who came up from Florida. She's going to tell you that she took over responsibility for Miss Adams's payment that fall, and that she found, because Miss Adams had this previous relationship with Mr. Diggs, that she had never been onboarded as a normal contractor. She had never filled out any normal paperwork. And she told the assistant Sonny and Miss Adams that they needed to follow the normal procedures. Miss Adams needed to sign proper paperwork, including signing an NDA just like anybody else. And she needed to submit actual receipts for reimbursements, just like everybody else. And
You
you're gonna
think?
see that Miss Adams ignored those requests until she couldn't anymore. And that happened around December 13th. On December 13th, you're going to learn Miss Adams got an email about that paperwork and she got upset. She got mad again, and there was another barrage of angry text messages to Mr. Diggs. And this time, she wound up getting herself fired for good. I expect that you're going to end up seeing those messages as well. Messages the police weren't told about, because the police weren't told she went back to work after December 9th. This time, some of those messages actually were about money, but also still the same Lindsay blog post issue of Mr. Diggs picking someone over her. The end of this exchange on December 13th was more specific than December 2nd. Mr. Diggs sent $2,000 via Apple Pay that Ms. Adams claimed she owed and told her she did not need to worry about cooking for him anymore. She was out. And this time she knew there was no getting back in. And listen to what happened when you hear the evidence after that, after December 13th. 3 days later, as you've already heard, Ms. Adams went to the police. She didn't tell them about December 13th, but she didn't fire. Instead, she told them a made-up story. She was furious, and she wanted Mr. Diggs to pay in every sense of that word. And what you will hear is that her demands for money, as I said, began on December 29th, the same day the criminal complaint issued in this case. You will also hear that as this case has gone on and public pressure has grown, that number has only gone up. And I will let her tell you what number she is now demanding from Mr. Diggs. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Diggs sits here an innocent man. That's the beauty of the American justice system. You heard a little bit about the way trial works. You heard that the burden is entirely on the Commonwealth to prove its case. Their burden, proof beyond a reasonable doubt, that's the highest burden in our system. And as Mr. Virtue mentioned, Mr. Diggs has no burden whatsoever. One thing Mr. Virtue and I agree on, be skeptical with every witness. And financial
What a name for an attorney.
incentives
Mr.
certainly do play a
Virtue.
role in this case. We will call witnesses. We do so to give you the fullest possible picture of what happened and what did not happen on December 2nd, to give you the clearest picture of the truth. But that does not mean that we have to prove a single thing. The Commonwealth bears the burden, and the burden never shifts. That's how our system works. That's the beauty of it. That when an innocent person like Mr. Diggs is charged with a crime they didn't commit, what can they do? They can do this. They look the Commonwealth right in the eye and they say, prove it. And that's exactly what Mr. Diggs has done. That's why you are here, ladies and gentlemen. That's what a trial is. Mr. Diggs has chosen to place his fate in your hands. You, ladies and gentlemen, are the most important part of our system. I thank you, and Mr. Diggs thanks you for being here and for your service. You are the only people who can and who must hold the government to its burden. And the way you do that, it's not fancy. It's by using your common sense, your life experience, tools you use every day of your life to weigh credibility and to make decisions. And our system depends on that. You are the judges of credibility. And so I ask that you listen carefully, that you keep your full attention while you're here, and that you remember that the simplest answer that accounts for all the facts is the true answer. One of the worst things that a person can go through is to be charged with a crime that they didn't commit, especially in a situation like this one, where the charge hinges entirely on the word of a single person, and that person has millions of reasons to lie. So let's have a trial. And at the end of it, at the end of all the evidence, after you have heard it, I'm going to have the opportunity to come back and discuss the evidence as well. And at that time, I'm going to ask you to deliver what I expect will be the only true and just verdict in this case. And I can tell you right now that that will be to find Stefon Diggs not guilty. Thank you.
Thank you, counsel.
Jillian, good luck, my
Carl, the Commonwealth
dear.
call Mila Adams to stand.
Oh, first up. You have a job interview tomorrow. Not sure what you should do. Hopefully you enjoy your new job as much as me. I love my new job. There's a lot to do, but I have a great team. Actually, I have to take a moment. I am so sorry, everyone, but I have to take a moment because on Friday, every morning, I have a little huddle that I lead with my team, and we go over, many different things. And sometimes it's policies and, stuff. And I always end it each morning saying, does anybody have any comments, questions, venting, complaints, anything they want to talk about? And one of the employees said, well, Miss Janet, we know that you're new to our team. And I said, oh gosh, what did I do? What have I screwed up? And they said, but we wanted to make sure you knew and understood how much we appreciate your leadership and your support and how happy we are that you're on our team. And so we got all of this stuff, and it was a bag of stuff that they gave me to say how much they appreciated the fact that I was on their team and supporting them and leading them. So I said, y'all gonna make me cry, because I cry really easy. And yeah, I was like, okay, we need to talk about something else. So yes, it is a wonderful team. I am very blessed. It is definitely, it feels like home for me. And I'm thrilled about all of that. I hope it never, ever stops feeling that way. Yes, it was wonderful. Yes. So I'm happy to say that it was the right choice. So all I can tell you, Jillian, is if it feels off, no matter how great the opportunity is, it isn't always about money. So make sure that you have a good feeling. Trust your gut. That's what I'll say. So anyway, I just had to share that with you because it was the most precious little thing that has ever happened to me. And today started my 4th week there. So, yeah, I'm very blessed. I have some positions I still need to fill, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And they're a great group that is already there. So here she comes. Me too, Gina. Thank you so much.
You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
May I inquire?
You may.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you please state your name and spell your last name for the record?
Jamila, Jamila, Adams, ADAMS.
And do you normally go by Jamila or
I go by Mila.
Mila? Okay. And what do you do for a living?
I am a professional chef. I have been working in the industry for 13 years.
So you're a professional chef. Do you work in kitchens and?
I work privately for athletes, prominent figures, and wealthy families.
So you're a.
Is it just me, or does she look like she's trying to be like 12 years old and swinging in the chair and like, ma'am, I can't take you seriously if you're not going to be professional. What are we doing?
Private. Is there a difference between a private chef and personal chef? Are those the same things, or?
It's pretty much the same thing.
And how long did you say you've been a private chef?
13 years.
13 years. And what sort of training did you take to become a chef?
I went to school for clinical psychology, so I have a degree in psychology. But I followed my passion in cooking because I grew up in South and we cook. So
She
I did
has a
some training
degree
in
in
France and also
psychology.
Italy.
And
All right. She's probably wackadoodles. A lot. No shade to anybody that works in the mental health profession. Um, I, a lot of times they're crazy. I'm just saying that's my experience. Not all of them. Not all of them. Miss Kelly here, she's not one of them. Hey, Kristen. Oh, she's going to melt my heart, huh? Well, I'm not thrilled so far.
Kind of very generally, what does a private chef do?
We provide daily meals for our clients. So that would be breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. It's typically a live-in situation. So readily available to them, kind of like 24 hours a day. So I would say it's based on client's needs. So
And
each client would, whatever your health goals were or health issues were, I will help you get better.
so you mentioned a little bit of what kind of clientele have you worked for?
Athletes, entertainers,
Without naming names, what kind of athletes or entertainers do you mean?
singers, football players, basketball players, baseball players,
And are these professionals?
very professional.
Very professional,
how
not
much you
just
making that, though?
professionals.
It ranges, depending on the needs they need from me. If it's a full-time live-in, it can range from anywhere $5,300 a week to $10,000.
What?
Turning your attention now to Mr. Stefon Diggs. Do you know Mr. Stefon Diggs?
Yes,
And how do you know him?
I've known Stefon
10,000
Diggs
a week?
over 4.5 years.
And how'd you meet him?
We met in December 22 through an Instagram message. He first wanted me to cook for him.
And do you see him in the courtroom today?
Yes.
And could you identify him through? I see you're pointing at someone, but can you describe him just because we have to have everything on the record? You describe him either by clothing he's wearing or hairstyle, anything like that?
Blue shirt and blue tie and blue suit.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that this witness has identified the defendant as Mr. Stefon Diggs.
It will reflect that identification.
The man looking fly at the defense
Over
table.
those 4 or so years, how would you characterize your relationship with Mr. Diggs?
I would say it's complicated.
Complicated?
We had it started out as friends. We met. It started out as friends, became sexual, and we would meet up, hang out.
Oh, you were a
And-
booty call. Got
We
it.
decided I would come work for him like February of 2025.
You
That's a
said February
convenient booty
2025,
call.
you and he talked about you working for him,
Yes.
and that's as a private chef.
Yes.
What were the sort of terms of your employment? Like were you going to be living with him?
Yes.
And how many meals or what was it like working for him?
Can you say that again?
Yeah, yes. So as far as your employment goes, what were your duties working as a Mr. Diggs private chef?
My duties were to make all his meals, his snacks, basically him healthy. That was the start of our initially hiring me. He was coming back. It was his comeback year, and I wanted to help him get healthy. To eat better too.
So how does it? Do you create a menu? Does he just tell you what he wants? Do you?
I'm skilled with recovery, so I knew what it would take to
Recovery?
get him, help him get healthy and stay healthy. Help him change his diet. So it was more so like diet change would be the focus, and just overall.
And did you would you cook just for him or for other people as well?
I'm keeping myself open-minded, Kristen,
Yes, I would cook for whoever was in the house.
with her psychology
And
degree.
I know you mentioned earlier your breakfast. Is that the sort of standard? Was it every day breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then?
Yes, dinner snacks.
And how much did you
I
get paid for
miss
this?
you.
We agreed on $2,000 a week.
And how did you get paid?
$2,000.
Finance office would pay me.
Hold up. Mr. Demeanor makes fantastic meals. He made the most amazing meals for me for Mother's Day yesterday, y'all. I had banana and chocolate chip pancakes and bacon in the morning. I had a nice little snack. I like Chewy's Tex-Mex has a creamy jalapeno dip. We have the recipe. He made that for me. So that was my afternoon snack. And then he made a fantastic filet mignon, baked potato, and Caesar salad. And let me just tell you, it was all amazing. But I'm going to need to talk to him about maybe getting another job at $2,000 a week while you live you don't, what? That's a lot of money. What is happening? What? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So you said that you, while this was staying in the house, in his house, right?
Yes.
Where was this house?
7 Schoolmasters Lane,
In what town?
Dedham.
And could you describe this house? What was it? It was a single family home? What was it? Was it an apartment? Was it?
Oh, it was a single family home's house.
And how many floors was it?
Basement, middle floor, a landing, and then top floor. So 3 floors.
And so, where was the kitchen?
The kitchen is downstairs on the floor you come into the house on. So the first floor. Go.
And that's where you did your chefing, cooking, baking. I don't know.
Yes. Where I did my
Chefing?
cooking.
Yes.
Yes.
Did he just say chefing?
And where did you stay in that house?
I stayed on top floor.
And where was it in the house?
It was up the landing all the way to the back, and it was over the kitchen.
And was this a single bedroom that you had? Was it a suite? What was it?
A single bedroom with a full bathroom.
With a full bathroom. Was the bathroom off of the bedroom?
It's the bedroom, and then you walk back to the bathroom.
So
So it was in my room.
okay. So the entrance to the bathroom wasn't in the hallway. It was in the bedroom.
Yes.
Okay. And where was Mr. Diggs? Where was his bedroom?
Up the first landing.
Okay. So you said that there was the floor you coming on, a landing, and then
Mr. Dick's room.
Mr. Diggs was on the landing.
Yes.
How long were you there in that house?
Don't worry, everybody. We'll take a field
July
trip. Not right now, though.
20, July 20th, 21st. I can't remember exactly. To December the 15th.
And during that time, who was at the house with you?
Mr. Diggs, his friends.
Did he have other staff that lived there, or was it just?
No, it was just I was just living there. He had friends that basically lived there.
Okay. And while you were living there, was it a kind of regular schedule or thing? How did that work?
Yes, he gets a different schedule by the week, but it would change by the day sometimes. Sometimes he would have to go in later or earlier. So I will often ask at night what time you have to be at work. So I can have breakfast prepared for him to take.
Turning your attention now to November. Around November, did any sort of friction occur between members of his staff?
Yes.
And what was that?
Friction. Say that again. Friction to his friction.
Was there any sort of maybe I should say this. What if anything happened near the end of November?
Yes.
She has a degree in psychology and doesn't understand the word friction. Oh boy. Oh boy. Jamila, honey, I'm going to need you to do a little bit better.
An Instagram DM message was sent to his child's mother's friend. And this message was stating that I was telling his personal business of women that he was speaking with that worked with us, that worked with me. And
What?
yeah.
And so-
as far as I can remember what that message said.
And
So
how did this create friction within the people working for Mr. Diggs?
I was confronted by Mr. Diggs if I said these things. But it had already been Mr. Diggs had a ongoing sexual relationship with Lindsay Bolin, and this person, she didn't like me, that fact that I was in the house.
So you mentioned Lindsay Bolton. Who's that person?
Lindsay Bolin, it works for Mr. Diggs.
And how? What does she do?
That I can't quite answer that. I just know he provides housing,
So
pays her
she's
rent.
someone
I don't
who
know.
works
Yeah, she works for him.
And so
What?
did you and Lindsay get into any sort of argument, you mean? Or?
We didn't get in. We got in an argument after Mr. Diggs confronted me. She sent me a message first, per his instruction, and called me a name. Excuse my language, guys. A bitch, and she just went on and on and on.
How do you know that?
Objection, Your Honor. Maybe we heard it side by.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you know that was at the direction of Mr. Diggs? We're going to zippity doo dah. Don't you fret your pretty little heads about this.
At some point, were members of Mr. Diggs' staff going to go down to a trip to Miami?
The whole staff was supposed to go there. Yes.
And you said the whole staff.
I wasn't finished on the last question.
That's fine, but I'm asking questions now.
Okay.
So at some point.
Sir, I would like to expand on my explanation because this is my time. This is all about me, and I have more to say. Oh, ma'am. Boy, do you have a lot to learn. Hey, Elizabeth Bailey. Good evening to you as well.
Members of the staff were supposed to go down to Miami, right?
Yes.
You said the whole staff. How many people was this?
His assistant, myself, and his friends. Who was it?
And did you end up going down to Miami?
No.
And why is that?
Mr. Diggs told me that I couldn't go because me and her had an issue from November 26th issue.
November 26th. Oh, we're back at sidebar again. All right, well, let's zippity doo dah again. Zippity doo dah.
All right, jurors, at this point, we are approaching
Oh!
the luncheon recess, so I am going to release you to.
All right, let me get my queued up note here.
I want.
All right, let me find the next spot because I wrote some timestamps down to save myself some energy. She's delightful, and Mr. Prosecutor, he's like, look, I'm just here. He's basically like, he's just pimped himself out. He's like, I just came for the paycheck. Leave me alone. I came for the paycheck. Oh, this is hilarious. I mean, no one lost their life, so it makes me happy to be giggling along.
Christine, I'm going to ask you to do your best to testify your voice out. All right, we need to make sure that the person in the last row.
Oh, Kristen,
All right.
Yes.
you were right.
I'm also.
Thank you, Ellen.
She's my fave.
Ms. Adams, can I now turn your attention towards the date of December 2nd?
Yes.
Were you still employed by Mr. Diggs at this time?
Yes.
And where were you on December 2nd?
I was in the house. 7 schoolmasters.
Gotcha. And that day, what were you doing that day?
I woke up in the morning, prepared breakfast. Mr. Diggs came downstairs.
What was breakfast? I want to know. What'd you make?
He asked me what was I doing for the week. And I asked him, oh, so you weren't going to tell me that I wasn't able to come to Art Basel? And he explained why. And it was because of the situation with me and the other coworker, Lindsay Bolin. And I was upset with him, not upset at the fact I couldn't go to Art Basel. Me and him have a relationship for over 4.5 years. He could have told me weeks ahead of time because me and his girlfriend, Cardi B, we were talking about having like outfits and stuff. It was like a whole thing being planned, and he just waited till the last day. So I was more upset with him not letting me know I wasn't going to come like at an earlier time.
Oh, I bet
At
you
some point
were.
during this day, were you alone in your bedroom?
Yes.
And do you know around when this was?
It was in the, like around 3 afternoon, 3-ish.
When you're in your bedroom by yourself, what, if anything, were you doing?
I was sitting on the bed, laying across the bed, my laptop, reading a cookbook, actually.
And were you communicating with any people at
Of
this point?
course.
I received a text from Anna, was one of his friends.
Did you receive any texts or send any texts to Mr. Diggs?
No, the morning text. That was in the morning. We had went back and forth.
So you had some previous texts in the morning.
Yes.
So you're in the bedroom. What happens next?
I was in the bedroom. Mr. Diggs came into my room. Was laying across the bed. He came into my room.
When you were in the bedroom, was the door closed?
Yes, the door was closed.
So when he came in, did he open the door?
Yes, he opened the door.
Did he leave it open after him?
No, he closed the door behind him.
And you said you were on the bed.
Yes, I was laying across the bed.
About how far away were you from the door?
About 4 or 5 feet, something like that.
So he comes in, closes the door behind him. What happens next?
He asked me to come here. He walked across the room and like leaned back on the dresser.
Okay, now just to give a kind of a sense, where's the dresser in the room in relation to like the door and?
Across the room, alongside the bathroom door.
Okay, so about how far away from the front door is the dresser?
What, 8 feet? I don't know them. A nice amount of feet.
Okay, so some
A nice
distance away.
amount.
Um,
Okay.
You,
I'm
you
going
said
to
he
need
leans
to
against the dresser.
know what a nice
Yes.
Or
amount.
are you still on the bed at this point?
I'm still in bed.
What happens?
He comes in. He looks very angry. He was upset from the text exchange we were having. And in that text exchange, he was calling me bitches, and he was just very upset.
But what happened in that room?
He came in and he with intent to hurt me.
No. What, not his intent or anything. What actually happened?
He was leaning against the dresser. He asked me to get up to come here. I got up off the bed and I came across to him and I stood in front of him, like I stood on the side of him because he was leaning back. I stood on the side of him, and he was like, "What was all that shit you was talking?"
And then what happened?
And I was beginning to say, "You said," and I couldn't finish my statement, and he smacked me.
So when you say he smacked
He
you,
smacked me with an open hand,
do you know which hand he used?
right hand, right side of my
Do you know
face,
which part of your face got hit?
the right side of my face.
And I know you're
Wait.
putting your hand against your cheek. Is it your cheek that got
It was
struck?
my cheek that
What?
got hit.
About how far away from you were you from him when that happened?
Hold it, everybody. She's doing this, but she said he hit her with his open hand, with his right hand. So this doesn't compute. This doesn't work, ma'am. We already have an issue. There's a problem. And what you're saying is not mathin' for me. The math ain't mathin' on what you're saying. This would be a left hand. And she specifically put her hand to her right cheek and then tells everybody that it was his right hand. Here's what I think is the problem. Granny Debbie, it is a problem. Yes. I don't think she has an IQ high enough for this. Yeah, I don't think she's smart either. And I hate to say that, but she does not seem very smart. I'm sorry. But sometimes I got to call balls and strikes. And right now, she's striking out.
I was at the end of the dresser.
And where was he?
He was in the, like in front of my other side of the dresser.
So about how much space was in between you?
Maybe 3 feet, 4 feet.
So you said that he smacked you. I want to use the word. Did you say smack or slap? I don't know what the word was.
Smack.
So he smacked you,
Yeah.
and then what happened?
I went to try to like block him, like push him like this. Like stop.
So again, I see you're pushing your hands out.
I pushed up. He's way taller than me. I pushed up for him
How tall are
to
you?
4'11", 5 feet.
And how tall is he? Do you know?
6 feet, 6'1".
So you said you pushed out and you made a motion with your hands. So does that mean you pushed with your hands
Yes,
around what, like his stomach, his chest, his shoulders?
up to block his hand.
Okay. And then what happened?
And then he
Oh no.
Can I have a second?
Yes, you can.
Oh, shut the front door. You are full of it. You're going to have to work harder to get some. Come on, Amber. Oh, she's trying. She is trying to make it come.
When I went up to push his hand, like block him, like block him, he took his arm and he like came around my neck with his elbow around my neck, and he began to choke me, pressure on my neck with his elbow.
So you said you pushed against him, and then he put his arm around your neck.
Yes,
Do you know? Were you facing away from him?
I was facing him.
You were facing him. He put his arm around your neck.
Yes, he like spun me around.
He spun you around.
Oh,
I'll have to show you more so than I can describe it.
Describe as best you can.
I was standing in front of him. When he slapped me, I went to like try to hit him back like this.
Oh, there she
Mhm.
actually says it. Tried to hit him
It was
back.
like he tackled me, like got me to try to keep from pushing him or protecting myself. And he put his arm around my neck like this, and he choking me.
So you ended up in a position where his like forearm or
This
bicep
is
was around your
weird.
neck.
Yes,
And you said he choked you. What exactly did he put pressure on your neck?
yes, he put pressure.
And were you able to breathe?
At first, and it kept getting tighter, tighter.
So were you able to breathe?
No,
About how long were you in this position?
Oh, were you able to breathe?
I would say roughly.
Make it
I
believable.
can't recall the amount of time. I just know
Ah.
it went from the edge where we were in front of the dresser to the side of the bed to him falling on top of me on the bed.
Oh, now he's
how far of a distance is
top of
that?
her?
About maybe 4 or 5 feet, something like that, 5, 6 feet.
At some point, did he let you go?
Yeah, he let me go when we got to the side of the bed. I was pushing back. I started to do a move that I saw off of social media. He said to me, "That shit is not going to work."
So when you say you saw him, you tried to do
There
a
was a
move.
defensive move where you try to put your hands underneath the person that's trying to choke you. It's like something I saw on a women's defensive page or something. And he said that shit you see on Instagram is not going to work. And that's when he got tighter. Like the more I was trying to put his hand, he got tighter.
And then what happened?
And then I was pushing back. And then he like fell down on top of me on the bed because I was on the side of the bed. And it was like, he was like letting me, like, I guess he was about to let me go. But as he was getting up, he like pulled my hair. And he was like, "Yeah, I thought so."
Oh my word.
And then what happened?
We have pirouetted. We have choked. We have slapped. We have now pulled the hair. Ma'am, this is like a smorgasbord.
He got up off of me, off the bed behind me, and he walked around the bed. I told him I still haven't got paid. He said lies.
How
And
could
he
it
was
get
like,
better?
"So what are you doing? So what are you doing for the week?" And I was like, "I'm staying here." He said, "I don't want anyone in my house. I don't want anyone here."
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, so who's going to get my ticket?" He said, "Who always gets your ticket?" And that's it. He walked out of the room.
So from the moment he entered the room to the moment he left, about how much time went by?
My last text to Anna was probably like 3:30 something. I text Sunny at 4:11, so it was between that time because I didn't have plans. I didn't have money to go anywhere to travel, so I know
I know, but just the question was about how long time.
it was just in between that time.
How does she not have any money? She does not pay rent. She does not pay utilities. Even if she's got a car payment, she's making $2,000 a week. What? How do you not have any money? Where is your money going, ma'am? Are you on drugs? Is that what the issue is? Do you have a gambling problem? Because at $2,000 a week and you have no overhead, you should be rolling in the dough. Oh,
I can't say exact, but I know it's before.
yeah, please
4:11.
no spoilers. I appreciate
So,
that.
10 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 minutes?
He was in the room probably maybe 10 minutes, 15.
Um,
I'm sure.
When he left the room, what happened next?
I looked down at my pants. I had peed my pants, and I had
What?
came off my cycle, and I was bleeding really bad again. I guess
Oh,
I was so
no.
scared. I changed my pants and I cleaned up myself, and I came back in the room, and that's when I texted Sunny to get my flight,
And where was that flight to?
Atlanta.
What?
At some point, did you exit your? When you said you went to your bathroom, is that the bathroom that's connected to the bedroom, right?
Yes.
You were right.
At some point,
Y'all
did you
were right.
leave out
I
your bedroom
trust
again?
y'all.
I didn't leave out my bedroom till later in the afternoon.
But so at some point later on, you did. Do you know about how long you stayed there?
In my bedroom, a while, because I was trying to figure out what I was going to do.
So at some point though, that later on that day, you exited out of the bedroom,
Yes.
and what did you
That's
do
what
next?
I was thinking, Granny Debbie.
when I exited out the bedroom.
Where was the mess? And,
While I was in my
and
bedroom, I was packing my clothes to leave. I called
she's got
another
blood and
coworker,
urine.
called her, and I just asked her, like, you know, what she was doing over, and she was like, I told her I wasn't able to go to Art Basel, and that like I was going home. She was like, oh, you should come here, and I was like, yeah, you know what, I'll come there.
When she said here, what does that mean?
New York City. So I then proceeded to change my flight to go to New York.
And when was that flight going to be?
I just know I landed at 10:49. It was a later flight.
But it's that day?
It's that day, yes.
Did you see Mr. Diggs anytime after that happened that day?
Yes.
And what was that like?
He was getting a massage, and I was leaving out. By the time I saw him, I was handing over birthday gifts that I had got
Oh,
So when you said you're handing out birthday gifts, who were you handing out birthday
to
gifts?
him.
This is a gift that you had already purchased, or
Yes, I normally give him a birthday gift every year.
when's his birthday?
November 28th.
Okay, so this was a little bit afterwards.
Yeah.
he just choked you, smacked you, pulled your hair. You thought you were going to die. You wet yourself. And somehow, I don't know why, this made you restart your menstrual cycle. That's weird. And you go in and give him a birthday gift? What? Wow.
So at some point, did you leave this house?
Yes.
How did you leave to get to the airport?
A car, an Uber.
All right, and so an Uber came and picked you up and brought you to the airport?
Yes.
You went to New York. Was it New York City or New York State?
New York City.
Also New York State.
Mhm.
And who did you meet up in New York City?
I met up with Shy Charles, and she picked me up from the airport, and we went to pick up her friend Talia, and then we went to her ex-husband's house to pick up something or to do something she had to do. We were there. We ordered wings and watched a movie, watched some videos.
And did you tell anyone here about what had happened to you?
No, I didn't tell anyone there because they have their own interpersonal sexual relationship. So I would have never told her anything like that.
Oh, not me. Somebody puts hands
How
on
long did you stay in
me,
New York?
everybody's
New
going to
York.
know.
Tuesday to Tuesday, 7 days a week.
And did you come back to Massachusetts?
Yes,
And did you come back to working for Mr. Diggs?
yes.
Well, of course.
At some point, and I know this was a little bit before, maybe a little bit afterwards, but at some point were you talking to Mr. Diggs about money you felt he owed you?
It was past wages.
Okay.
Yes.
When did you first bring that up with him?
During the week of Art Basel, I want to say like maybe the 5th or 6th.
Of December?
Yes.
And so you felt that he owed you some money from wages that weren't paid. Is that what you're saying?
I wasn't paid for the time of the month. Like I had been paid for the weeks that I put in at that time.
How much was that?
And who did you talk to Mr. Diggs directly? Or did you talk to his finance people? Who did you talk to about this?
It was a chain of command. Like I would talk to his assistant, but his assistant was under investigation for stealing watches and money. So I don't know if my things.
That portion of the answer will be stricken from the record, and the jurors will disregard it, given no consideration to jury report deliberation. Please answer the
Oh.
question asked. Commonwealth, next question.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, does she not know how this works?
At some point, did someone
Swingy,
from
swingy?
Mr. Diggs bring up a non-disclosure agreement?
Yes, Mr. Jakes likes to abuse people and try to hide his abuse.
That objection.
Oh,
This answer will be
oh,
stricken.
this
Jurors
is
will disregard it during jury deliberations. You are to continue.
Jamila, honey. You're taking this right off the rails.
At some point, were you given some information about a non-disclosure agreement by someone who worked for Mr. Diggs?
Yes,
And when was this?
Look at this face.
a couple days
Judge.
after the assault.
The
At
judge
some
is
point,
like,
did you stop working for Mr.
I
Diggs?
don't do these shenanigans.
At what?
At some point, did you stop working for Mr. Diggs?
I didn't stop working for Mr. Diggs until my last day in the house. I would say it was the 16th. So yeah, some point.
So December 16th, okay. At some point, did you report any of this to the Dedham police?
Yes.
And when was that?
The Tuesday.
Do you know the actual day or just that it was a Tuesday?
I left on the 15th. I left his house on the 15th. I reported on the 16th.
Okay, so did you call the police? Did you go there in person? How did that happen?
I went there in person.
And what happened when you got there?
I was begging for my pay with Mr. Diggs, begging for days,
Objection, Your Honor.
and he refused to pay me.
Objection is sustained. A portion of the response will be stricken up there without considering your deliberation. Answer the question asked, please raise the question again.
At some point you
we
arrived
not
at
prep
the
her?
Dedham police station.
Yes,
Did you speak to an officer?
yes, I did.
Doesn't she know how this
And,
works?
Did you tell the officer about what happened on December 2nd?
I was very hesitant at first because of his fame and power. So yes, I
Objection,
did.
Your Honor. Move to strike. The objection is sustained. That comment by the witness will be stricken from the record, and the jurors are to disregard it and not use it.
At some
Really,
point, did you,
Kat? She's not
Tell
preppable?
tell the officer about what happened on
Oh.
December 2nd.
Yes, I did.
And
That's a problem.
did at any point you provide to the Dedham police text messages?
Yes,
So, Your Honor, may I approach? Approaching of what was previously marked as Exhibit 1, I'm placing something in front of you. If you could take a look at that, and when you're done looking at that, look back up at me.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Do you recognize what that is?
Yes.
What is that?
it's a text message exchange between me and Mr. Diggs.
And is this the text message exchange that you provided to the Dedham police?
Yes, I deleted messages because making the report to the police in my previous abusive relationship, me.
Stay still.
I'm telling you what,
Stop.
No!
The answer is stricken from the record. The jurors will disregard it. Please answer the question that is put to you.
Okay.
And if you don't understand it, have it restated for you. Counsel at sidebar.
Oh, this judge is like, stop. I love that. Oh my gosh. This is just her world and we're living in it, y'all. Exactly, Kelly. I forgot that we were in Massachusetts too. Okay, we're gonna zippity doo dah, zippity a.
Look through this mark.
My oh my,
Turning your
what a
attention to what is
wonderful
marked as
day.
Exhibit 2. Do you recognize what this is? You can look through it. There's more than one page.
one that I recognize it, but the messages is cut off.
Do you need
There's,
to turn the
I believe
page?
3 pages to this. Throw 4 pages rather.
Oh, she is a special kind of stupid. What are you doing, Missy? You gonna read the whole thing? Oh, I guess so. What is she doing? She's commenting on it. This chick's a piece of work, let me tell you. Oh man, can you imagine being in a relationship with her?
Yes,
Do you recognize this? What this is?
yes.
And what is this?
This was in a text exchange
Between whom?
between me and Mr. Diggs.
And when was this text exchange from?
The morning into the noon, 12:02.
Of December 2nd?
Yes,
Is there a difference between the text messages that you provided to the Dedham police and the text messages that are here?
yes.
And what is that difference?
I deleted bet and pussy, and I'm ruining that bitch life. Not mistaken. Yeah.
And why did you delete those phrases when you provided those text messages to the Dedham police?
Because when I was abused in my previous relationship, when I would say things,
The objection is sustained.
he would.
Not the objection is sustained. There's no question there. Again, the jurors will disregard it. Sidebar.
Oh my word. We're gonna zippity doo-dah again. Is she up there having a conversation with herself?
Jared can step down.
Oh! There's
All rise. Jared can step down this way, please.
Oh, we're doing like break. Okay, hang on. Oh, sure enough, that's what my notes say. I should have looked. All right, let me skip us ahead here to where we need to be. It does feel a little bit like, you know, your pulse is being checked. All right, come on.
So the question was, why did you delete text messages when you provided them to the Dedham police?
The fear of how I'll be perceived.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
Approaching now with
Oh,
marked as Exhibit 3.
her attorneys must have got a hold of her
This number of pages.
and said, "You can't say that.
when you're-
Cut it out."
Kind of look at it a little bit, you can look back up.
Oh, I can't with her. I she seems like she's a slow reader too. Look at me just throwing all kinds of shade.
I'm reading all of them or just that first page.
Have you got a few of those? What is that? From what you've seen, do you recognize what these seem to be?
Yes.
What are these?
Text messages about the,
Do you know who the text messages are between?
yes, between me and Mr. Diggs.
And do you know when these text messages are from?
We haven't even gotten to cross.
22?
Did she just say the S word?
So were those text messages that were going on between you and me that morning of that day?
Yes.
And
I'm gonna catch
If I can ask you
flies
to,
with my mouth.
maybe go to the third last page on this.
In this whole thing?
Of this section. Your Honor, may I approach and
Yes.
Yes,
and who sent that?
I did.
And how did Mr. Diggs respond?
Show me I'm pussy.
And how did you respond?
Will do.
And were those the last text messages sent before Mr. Diggs hit you?
Yes. I'm not mistaken.
Your Honor, may I approach once more?
Yes.
Bringing your attention now to this marked Exhibit 4. Can you look through a few of these?
Elizabeth, she's also not a psychologist. I'm not really sure what she is, but she's definitely not a psychologist.
And do you recognize what these are?
Yes.
And what are these?
These are messages that I sent him asking to be paid.
And do you know when around these were from?
It was a couple of days after. They were in Art Basel. 12/5 it says. Yeah, I know. I was begging for my money for a while.
Just I think.
I think there's a good possibility she is.
When he was in the room when he slapped you, when he put you in a headlock. Was there anyone else in the room but you two?
Yes, us too.
And were there other people in the house?
Yes,
Do you know where they were in the house?
downstairs. I'm not mistaken.
Here's the problem, Lil Drummer Boy. Lil Drummer Boy says, I just want to be crystal clear. It's not because she's dumb. We had loads of empathy, sympathy for Carmen Lauber and her learning disability. It's just everything else. The issue with this woman is that she is not intelligent and she is trying to come off as if she's the smartest person in the room. And this is so beneath her, and everybody needs to be catering to her. That's where the problem comes in. Carmen never, ever behaved that way. Never. That's what the problem is.
And you said you went to New York and you met with a Shy. Is it Shy?
Yeah,
How did you know Shy Charles?
she works for him.
Okay, so
She braids his hair.
and so Has she known you longer or him longer?
Him longer.
No further questions, John?
What? Shut up. We're done? Oh, I'm so excited. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Today is not the first day you told the story of what you say happened on December 2nd. True?
True.
The first time you told the story was on December 16th, right?
Yes.
And that was to Officer Ellis of the Dedham Police Department, right?
Yes.
And you sat with Officer Ellis, right?
Yes.
And you told him your story,
Yes.
and he took notes of what you were saying,
Yes.
because what you were saying was important to issuing a criminal complaint, right?
Objection.
I don't know what a criminal complaint is. I was
Well-
making a report. I don't know.
You were making a report to the police
Yes.
about what you said was a violent assault, correct?
Yes.
And your purpose in making a report to the police about a violent assault was to start a criminal case.
No. I made a criminal report to have a report to document it.
So documentation was important to you, right?
Yes.
Oh.
The story that you just told to this jury under oath was very different from what you told to Officer Ellis. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Why would it be
What you
different?
said to Officer Ellis when you reported this crime, this so-called crime, is that you had been having an ongoing text exchange over money owed to you.
Yes.
You told the police officer who filed the criminal complaint in this case, based on your word, that your fight with Mr. Diggs on December 2nd was over money.
Oh.
True?
Yes.
Except you just testified under oath to this jury that you didn't start talking about money until December 5th, right?
What did you say?
You just testified under oath to this jury.
I have been begging for my money since December the 5th. Mr. Diggs, and throughout those messages, you can see that I was begging for my money since that day.
Which message? Are you talking about Exhibit 3 that you just looked at?
It's other messages that you guys should have me begging for my money from Mr. Diggs.
Ms. Adams,
Yes.
do you recall testifying under oath to this jury that your fight on December 2nd was about Lindsay, your anger at Lindsay, and you being told you couldn't go on the Miami trip?
My anger was at Stefon. I never said my anger was at Lindsay.
You were angry at Stefon on December 2nd
Yes.
because you were told you couldn't go on
I was
Miami.
angry at Stefon because we were friends. He told me at the last minute I could not go to Art Basel.
And yet when you walked into the police station on December 16th, you said you had been having an ongoing text exchange over money owed to you.
Oh.
Yes. Money owed to me after I asked Mr. Diggs on December the 2nd, when can I get paid?
Your Honor, may I approach?
When did that happen? Because that wasn't in the story we just heard.
No, we've seen it at the sidebar.
Oh, this is a mess. This is a straight up mess. Oh, Stefon, what were you thinking? No amount of booty is worth this. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I agree. Shaking your head. What the heck was I thinking? Yeah, exactly, Stefon. Oh.
Do you recognize that document that I've shown you as the police report that was prepared based on your statements on December 16th?
Yes.
You've seen this report before.
Yes, I need it.
And you see on the report where it says, she said that on this date, the male that she worked for entered her unlocked bedroom. They had been having an ongoing text exchange over money owed to Adams. She said that they began to discuss this, which apparently angered the male.
I did
Here's my
not.
question pending yet. Do you see that language?
Yeah.
Did you say that to Police Officer Ellis on December 16th?
Yes, I see it.
And I wasn't sure about it.
To my recollection,
Uh-oh.
it was true. We did discuss money.
Ms. Adams, you just testified under oath about what happened on December 2nd.
Okay, I also didn't put in the police report our sexual relationship because I was ashamed. The police report got leaked. I didn't put a lot of things. The most important thing was the attack in the police report. Me reporting anything outside of why he got upset, I didn't feel the need to put it. I was scared of how it was received by the public. He's in a very public relationship with Cardi B. So I did not put a lot of things in the police report. My most important thing was him assaulting me and choking me inside. So that was the most important thing that I put in the police report. I was very vague. I didn't feel the need that I had to go and explain the relationship.
When you were asked questions, you actually gave.
I didn't feel.
You must wait until I finish the question.
Wait until counsel answers the question.
Wow.
Answer
Oh.
the
Oh. I'll wait.
Because you didn't feel it was important. When you were asked questions about what happened on December 2nd, you lied.
It did not change what happened on December 2nd.
I'm
It
gonna
did
try
not
my
change what happened on December 2nd. He choked and slapped me.
Ms. Adams, I'm going to try my question again. Because you didn't think it was important. When you asked the questions of Dedham Police Officer Ellis on December 16th, you lied.
I did not lie. I just did not expand on detail on the relationship I had with Mr. Diggs. I didn't feel that
That's
was
a
important.
lie.
The sexual relationship.
It's a
I didn't feel
lie
that
of
was important. I didn't feel
omission.
it was important that he was upset because I told him I was not in love with him like those other women. I was ashamed of being with him. I didn't feel the need to explain it to the police officer.
Ms. Adams, please answer the question. And ask the next question.
Under oath, on December 2nd, when you claim Mr. Diggs walked into your room, you had not been having a text exchange fight over money.
The last text exchange fight was over money. The last text exchange was me saying, you need to pay me out for the rest of the season. I'm out of your life. Give me the money for my business in that order. That was the last text exchange. His response to me.
Well, ma'am, before we get to his response, why don't we get
You
to
will
what
be paying
were
me out for
responding
the
to?
season and the money you said you would give me for my business. Wasted my, excuse my language, fucking time being here because you have a, excuse my language again, fucking circus going on. I am out of your life. I am ruining that bitch life.
All right, Ms. Adams, you're going to listen to counsel's question. You're going to answer that question, and then you're going to wait for the next question. This is not an opportunity for you just to say whatever comes to mind.
Okay.
All right? It is
Exactly.
responsive to the question presented.
Okay.
Next question, counsel.
Thank you.
Okay. Side quest quickly. You all know that I have told you frequently in the past that I don't have a relationship with my sister because she's crazy. Okay. Yeah. This is what it's like to try to have a conversation with my sibling. You ask a question, she tells you what she wants you to know. She will not answer your question, no matter what. So imagine at least there is a judge that is trying to gatekeep this in any way. But imagine in a personal or social situation and someone behaves this way. It's insufferable. And truly, it is one of the main reasons I do not have any contact with the girl that I grew up with. Yes, Kelly, she will not be derailed from her agenda. And that is exactly how my sister is. This is what I want to say. This is what we're going to talk about. This is what you're going to know. I don't care what your questions are.
That response that you just read, that was actually a response to something Steph wrote to you, right?
That was a text exchange over
Yes or
money.
no question, ma'am.
What was your question?
What you just read into the record, that was a response to a text message that Steph sent to you, correct?
Yes.
And in that request, in that message that Steph sent to you, you understood you were getting fired, right?
No.
What Steph wrote to you is, "I'm gonna leave you be. Thank you for cooking for me for this season. I appreciate you. Hate it even got to this, but oh well."
Oh,
Right?
Yes.
And you understood when you received that he was telling you you were not going to be cooking for him anymore.
No.
You didn't understand that.
No.
And that's why you responded with, "You will be paying me out this season and the money you owe me."
No.
Because you knew you were about to lose your job, right?
I was not about to lose my job.
You didn't understand, "I'm gonna leave you be. Thank you for cooking for me this season. I appreciate you. Hate it even got like this," as a sign that you were about to lose your job.
No.
yeah, that was deuces.
In any
That's
event,
exactly what
you
that
didn't
was.
tell Officer Ellis on December 16th when you reported this assault, any of that, right?
That text, the last text message was about money. The last back and forth text messages was about money. Money he owed me for not finishing out the contract and money he owed me that he said that he would invest in my business.
So,
I took a lower pay because Stefon agreed
Your Honor, may I have
that
witness instruction?
I would have chance to work on my business by working with
This happens. There's no question in front of you right now. And again, to answer the question put to you, it's not an opportunity for you just to end with your score.
You told other falsehoods to Officer Ellis, didn't you?
I so feel for
not to
this
my knowledge.
court.
You told Officer Ellis that that you had injuries from this alleged assault, right?
I told him I had bruising, meaning redness and soreness on my throat.
Redness, soreness, and bruising. Okay.
You told him you had bruising on your neck, right?
It was like red. It wasn't like purple bruises. On the incident report, pull that up.
You didn't have any injuries when you walked into the police office on December 16th, did you?
No, because that happened on December 2nd.
Yeah, 2
So
weeks
any
earlier.
injuries that you would have had, you had a reason for why they weren't there, right?
That happened, it faded. The fading went away the night.
And did you take any pictures of your injuries?
I was in shock. The first thing was not to take pictures. It was to get it together.
Oh,
I thought
honey,
you
you're the
just testified
first
under
thing.
oath
That would be the
that you had
first
just
thing.
received a text message from a woman named Anna. That's Anna Kokolas, right?
You're in the wrong timeline.
You didn't just testify under
You're on the
oath.
wrong
ma'am.
timeline.
You didn't just testify under oath that you were sitting on your bed reading a cookbook, got a text message from Anna, and Mr. Diggs walked into your room?
Mr. Diggs walked in minutes after I texted him. That's how I based the time on what time he walked in the room.
Okay. So you had a phone in your hand when you walked in the room?
My phone was on the bed. I was reading a book. I wasn't texting her in the moment of Mr. Diggs walking in the room.
No. Okay. But you had a phone right there in your room.
Yes.
It's an iPhone.
Yes.
It's got a camera on it.
Yes.
You can take videos with it.
Yes.
And you do take videos with it.
Yes.
You take pictures with it.
Yes.
You take pictures of yourself with it.
Yes.
A lot?
Not often.
Not often. You have social media account for your business, don't you?
Yes.
You post things on your social media account?
I'm not as active as I should be.
You don't use your iPhone to take videos or pictures for that?
I'm not a very active person on social media.
I see. But you certainly had a phone in your room when you claim you were violently assaulted and injured, right?
That has nothing to do or justify the reason I was attacked.
It's a yes or no question, ma'am.
What?
Yes, I have a phone.
You took no pictures of your face or your neck or
That
your
has
chest?
nothing to do.
I need to finish my question.
Okay.
You took no pictures of your face on December 2nd, did you?
No.
No pictures of your neck on December 2nd, right?
No.
No pictures of your chest on December 2nd.
No.
You said Mr. Diggs hit you across the face. Did you have any marks on your face?
No.
You understand Mr. Diggs is a professional football player, right?
Yes.
He's an elite athlete.
I'm an elite athlete.
You don't know that he's an elite athlete?
I guess
Okay.
you call him.
And you testified he slapped you?
Didn't she say she knows how to get these people, these athletes through recovery with food and everything? Oh, she's got some case of amnesia, doesn't she? Wow.
Across your face?
Yes.
And you had no marks from it.
I was red. I was red. I'm lighter complexion.
Bruises, they get worse over time. Do you agree with me?
It was redness. It wasn't bruises.
Oh, hang on. There's an objection. Okay, go on the objection. That is overruled. Okay, answer the question.
I had redness, mark like I'm light skinned. I turn red when
You also get bruises, don't you?
if I hit something hard. Yeah.
Right. And bruises get worse over time, right?
Okay. I'm not
Do they?
sure. I'm not sure. I don't get bruises a lot. I don't recall.
Do you recall telling Officer Ellis you were bruised on December 2nd?
My idea of bruising is hurt, soreness, hurting. I was red. It was redness. My face was red and on my chest was red. I didn't turn purple or pink or anything like that. I didn't. It was redness.
Because you didn't
What?
have any injuries when you walked into the police station on December 16th, Officer Ellis actually sent you a form to fill out to describe the injuries that you said you had on December 2nd, right?
Yes.
And you filled out that form, right?
Yes.
And you didn't do it on December 16th, did you?
No.
He actually emailed it to you, and you took 2 days, and then you emailed it back. True?
Yes.
Okay. And on that form, you put that your chest and throat were very sore for days after, right?
Yes.
And you put that you had redness, tenderness, pain, and bruising on your neck, right?
Like I said, bruising for me is redness. It was sore. It was redness.
Well, you filled out.
Faded away and literally like maybe by the next day, if earlier than that.
Ms. Adams, when did you learn that the defense had provided videos of you to the Commonwealth?
What?
maybe yesterday or Friday, I think. Sometime last week when I spoke with Drew.
So last Thursday, you met with Mr. Virtue to prepare for your testimony, right?
Yes.
And you met with your lawyer as well, right?
Yes.
Your lawyer is representing you in an effort to get money from Mr. Diggs. True?
My lawyer's representing me in my workers' comp claim, the injuries that I received on the job that Mr. Diggs refused to pay for. That's what my lawyer is representing me for.
What?
Are you sure about that, ma'am?
She is my workers. I got my lawyer from workers' comp.
What side quest did we just go on?
Let's see with the form.
I'm so confused now. She
You
has a workers'
told
comp
Officer Ellis
attorney?
on December 18th,
What?
so now 16 days after you say you were assaulted, that you had redness, bruising, and soreness on your chest, right?
I told him that I wrote that.
Well, you wrote it in a form. You took your time and you chose
I
which
checked the
answers
marks.
to give,
Yes.
right? Okay. And you told him your shoulders were red and very sore, right?
Right. This whole area up here was sore. Across my chest up here.
And you told him your whole body was sore, actually, didn't you?
It was.
You told him it was difficult for you to sleep.
Oh.
I was very upset.
And I think you testified today that Steph supposedly put his forearm around your neck,
Steph did put his forearm around it.
not his hand.
No.
Okay. But you told Officer Ellis he used his hand, didn't you?
I think I'm gonna use this. This is the crook of his elbow. That is in rubber.
Gentleman approach. That's the form that you
What's
filled out over
coughing?
the course of 2 days and sent back to Officer Ellis, true?
Yeah.
And if you look right in under the heading method and or manner of strangulation suffocation, right in the maybe top third of that page. See that?
Yeah.
Question number 2. How was the victim strangled? Check all that applied. See that?
Forearm, right hand.
You told him you were strangled with his right hand,
The
true?
forearm, right hand. That is what's checked.
Okay, but you just testified under oath it was only his forearm.
This is the right side. I'm little. Everything went across my neck.
So
So
you
that is what I meant by forearm, right hand was his whole right side. Right hand was the smack, and forearm was the choke. How was the victim
Right
strangled?
hand was
That
a
was
smack.
right hand meant smack, but his whole right arm was across my chest.
You also estimated the level of pressure that the suspect used during strangulation. Do you remember doing that?
Yes. I peed myself, and I came back on my cycle really heavily.
So that was
So
a
it
yes
was
or no question
hard.
there. You gave it a yes. You remember doing that, right?
Yes.
And you had a choice. Low is a 1 and 10 is a high. See that?
Yes.
What'd you pick?
10.
10.
Yes.
What?
You said Mr. Diggs is 6 feet tall. He's actually 6'2", right?
I don't know.
You don't know how tall he
Oh,
is. You've known him for
such
4.5 years.
I don't know.
disgust.
He's taller than me. Way
I
taller.
don't know.
Okay. And you know he lifts weights every day, right? He takes hits from 300-pound men, right?
Mm.
For his job. True?
I guess.
Do you know that?
No, I don't know what his role is. I thought he ran the ball. I don't know people. I'm not sure what he does.
How many games that Steph Diggs has played in have you attended?
I don't know football. I don't watch it to know what's what. I've attended a couple games.
The question was, how many of Stefon Diggs' games have you gone to and watched?
Gone to, maybe 4.
And you don't know that he gets tackled in
Yeah,
that game?
she knew his height.
I don't watch it, honestly.
Oh,
I'm
that's
just there for
nice.
the vibes. I don't really know what's going on in football. I don't know the rules.
She's just there for the
I
vibe.
think you will agree with me, that if Stefon Diggs used 10 out of 10 force on your neck,
It was
You
10
would-
for me. For my little body and what I couldn't breathe, it was a 10 for me.
Oh,
question
she's
was-
special.
estimate the level of pressure that the suspect used during strangulation.
It felt a 10 to me. I could not breathe.
So you chose to answer a different question than the one you were asked.
This questionnaire is about me. Why wouldn't I answer it about me? This is not a questionnaire that's a united, I don't know how to say it, a global, this is about me. This is what happened to me.
Okay. But you will agree with me, hypothetically speaking, if Stefon Diggs used 10 out of 10 strength to choke someone, anyone, that person would have bruises on their neck.
I would not agree.
You will agree that if Stefon Diggs used 10 out of 10 force to choke you, you would have bruises on your neck.
We all know the answer. I didn't know that stress and physical contact could cause you to start a
Now, you went to
menstrual
New York,
cycle.
you said, on the evening of December 6th.
That's new to me.
True? True. And you stayed there until December 9th.
Yes.
You had your phone with you all week.
Yes.
You took messages, you sent text messages.
Yes.
We know that because that's when you started talking about your money, right?
I did what?
You
I
testified.
asked for my money. I didn't talk about money. I asked for him to have finance sign off to pay me.
My mistake.
Yes. Thank you.
We'll get to that money too. And you didn't think it was important to record your injuries or take photos.
No, I was in shock. This is someone that I love that put his hands on me. That was not my first instinct, was to go and take a photo.
Sure.
Wait a
And then
minute. Wait,
December
wait,
3rd,
wait.
you didn't take any.
She was just saying earlier. Oh, rude pause, but I'm leaving it because you're rude anyway. She was just saying earlier that she wasn't in love with him, but now all of a sudden she has love for him. What are we doing? And the whole starting the menstrual cycle. Yes, if you're in perimenopause, menopause, there, Mother Nature just does whatever she wants to do. So I get that. Absolutely understand that. But she's making it sound like that happened because of the interaction with him. That's the part I've never understood or heard, that a situation is what causes you to spontaneously restart your menstrual cycle. Okay. What?
No.
In December
It's a very
4th.
complicated relationship. No, I did not take photos.
And you didn't take any videos.
No.
And you didn't go to the ER.
No.
You didn't go to a walk-in.
He already had paid my medical bills. Why would I go get more medical bills?
Objection, Your Honor. Move to strike.
Good to know.
You didn't seek any medical attention, right?
Unpaid medical bills.
Your Honor.
This heifer does not want to answer the freaking questions. We're going to zippity doo dah.
When you were with Shy and Tali for that week in New York City, you didn't say anything to them about
I don't know Tally. I just met Tally on the night of December the 2nd.
Okay.
Shy Charles has her own, it's a personal
Yeah.
relationship with
Yeah.
Stefon.
I need to be able to ask you questions.
Okay, I
and
thought
you
I
need
was
to be able
answering,
to
still answering the first question that you did.
Shut
You didn't
up!
let me finish.
Ms. Adams, okay, again, just a question at a time. It is an opportunity for a narrative, and so let her ask her question, all right, and then answer the question. And if there is, if there's a feeling that you're not being allowed to initiate, okay, take the question.
Thank you. You didn't tell them anything about being assaulted.
These are not people I trust to tell anything of that nature to.
They're just people that you trust to spend a week with.
These are people that I met through Stefon Diggs. I had no choice because they wouldn't have had no money
I thought you just testified you had a ticket
How?
to Atlanta.
that Sonny brought.
And then you changed on December 2nd, right?
Yes,
And then you changed your ticket to Atlanta to go to New York with
Yes.
Shy and Sonny. I'm sorry, with Shy and Tali, right?
yes.
So you did have someplace else to
I
go.
changed the ticket because I didn't have money for Ubers to get home in Atlanta. Shy was going to pick me up from the airport.
Okay.
I
How
didn't have a
did
place
you-
to stay. I given up my place to stay with Stefon Diggs. So I didn't have money for a hotel or Airbnb to go home to Atlanta.
How?
You've traveled with Shy before, right?
Yes,
Where
You
is
went
the
with her to
money
Trinidad and
going?
Tobago.
yes.
You're actually friends with her, aren't you?
Associates,
Right.
work, co-workers.
She went
Well,
on
you
vacation
traveled
with
to
this
another
woman
country
and she
with
says they're not
It's
friends?
levels to friends. It was a co-worker. I just met Shy in August.
Did Steph go on that trip to Trinidad and Tobago?
No.
Okay. And that was in the fall of 2025.
Yes.
And then you went on another trip in the fall of 2025 to see Shy, right?
No, I didn't go on a trip. I was told to leave the house. So I went to stay with Shy because I didn't have anywhere to stay.
Okay. And Shy picked you up in her car, you said?
Yes.
And can you describe what the inside of her car looks like?
It's a white car. I think it's burgundy or something like that.
So the outside is white?
Yes.
And then the inside is burgundy.
If most as I remember, I don't quite can't say exact.
Okay. And Shy has a dash cam right in her car, doesn't she?
Not that I'm aware of.
You didn't see a dash cam in her car?
No, I saw like
Oh,
where you see the speedometer and stuff like that.
No, not down on the panel where people look when they're driving. Up on the top of her car. There's a bar on the top of her car with the dash cam on it, right?
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that.
No.
Did Shy ever
There's
tell
the
you that she had a dash cam in her car?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Did you know that
I'm
that you were being
interested.
recorded on that dash cam on December 2nd?
No.
Did you know you were being recorded on December 3rd?
No.
You know now you were recorded, correct?
Yes.
And you've seen the videos that came from Shy's dash cam in her car, true?
No.
Oh, you haven't seen them yet?
No.
Your Honor, permission to publish Exhibit 5. I understand
Oh,
that,
I'm excited.
by the amendment.
I'm excited.
Maybe we can sidebar.
There's my car. We're gonna zippity doo dah, zippity yeah.
Go ahead, Counsel. Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Adams, I'm going to show you what's been admitted in this case as Exhibit 5.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Testified that you first became aware that there were videos of you last week.
Yes.
Yes, last week. That had to be surprising. Whoopsie daisy. Who, me? Videos? Oh, bring it, bring it. I want to see. Oh, she looks
I don't
really
know,
scared.
Ms. Adams, were you able to see that person in that video? If not, we can play the whole thing. Okay. We can play the whole thing. I think it was just- So while this is playing, Ms. Adams, do you recognize that person on the video as you?
Yes.
And you're sitting in the front seat of Shy's car?
Yes.
And this is you when you were, just after you were picked up from LaGuardia Airport on December 2nd, right?
Yes.
Was there
Looks
someone
like
else in the
it's
car to your memory?
12:24.
I'm sorry?
No, not when she picked me up.
Okay. Did Tally Moses also get picked up from LaGuardia just after you?
And I picked up her boyfriend's house.
Okay. But she was eventually in that car with you. So Shy was driving the car, is that right?
Yes.
And then you're in the front passenger seat as we see you?
Yes.
And then did Tally sit in the back behind you? I'm sorry? Behind Shy? Okay. And this was all on December 2nd?
Yes.
And this is the day you say you were at Bennett Police Office?
Yes, that doesn't justify prove that I wasn't assaulted because I learned how to save face.
Okay?
What?
Mr. Petalil, can we also show the next video?
Oh, there's another video?
Your Honor, just for clarification, there's Exhibit 5. I think it's just a number of videos in one exhibit.
Oh, this is other daytime. Oh, I don't see
Video?
anything on her
You in
thing.
Shy's car again?
Yeah.
And this
Oh.
is, the next day, right? It's December 3rd. Do you recognize that? Well, I might not be able to see. I'll give you, Mr. Petalil, is this marked as Exhibit 5 also, the sills?
The stills are
6 and 7? I'll show you what's marked as Exhibit 7. You recognize that person as you?
Yeah.
And that's you in Shy's car, right? When you visited her in New York City? And you say you don't remember if that's, what date that is? No, I'm sorry, I approach him later. I could direct your.
I didn't say I didn't remember. I didn't remember what date.
Oh.
I can't tell the date. I don't know. Our paper for the week.
Okay.
You're telling me December.
Direct your attention to this line right here.
She looks like a Qatar Airlines flight attendant.
1203.
Sense
Do you know
me.
what that means? Okay. But this is you on your New York trip with Shy in her car.
New
Ah.
York State.
Okay.
This has not been preliminary marked.
New York City is in New
I
York
believe that's,
State, ma'am.
in the thumb drive. It's in the thumb drive separately.
Still, so I think Mr. Burke's referencing not
What?
167.
Wow.
I have no objection to those stills being marked as 6 and 7.
Thank you.
This would be exhibit 7. That's been
Yes, thank you, Mr. Clerk. And this is,
the copy for the court.
yes, sir. Exhibit 6.
sorry, I
And then
could use sippity doo
you
dog.
also,
I'm just too giggly.
Had some videos taken of you by Polly while you were in New York, right?
Oh,
I don't recall.
Do you
there's
remember- well,
more?
first, you, Shy, and Tali all stayed in Brooklyn in New York from December 2nd to December 9th, right?
Yes.
And you all stayed in the same bedroom,
Yes.
slept in the same bedroom.
Yes.
And we're together a lot of the time that week. True?
Mostly yes.
Okay. And there was one night where you and Tali were kind of goofing around with the video and taking videos. Do you remember that?
I don't recall it.
Okay. Mr. Kettlewell, can we play Exhibit 8? And, well, before we do, I would move Exhibit 8 into evidence. It's a video from December 6th. Thank you.
Just no objection to the record.
Oh. Oh.
And Ms. Adams, did you recognize the person on that video?
Yes.
Who is that?
Me.
And that's in Shy's bedroom, right? Where you and Tali and Shy spent the entire week, right?
Majority Tally would sleep on the couch some days.
I'm sorry?
Tally would sleep on the couch some days.
Okay. But in that video, that was Tali was videoing you, right?
Okay. I don't recall that.
You don't remember that.
Yeah, but we were
Hey,
we were up there.
Thanks for being a peeper.
Mr. Kettlewell, and I would move in Exhibit 9, which is another video from that same time, December 6th, 2025.
That's for the record.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh. Oh.
Ms. Adams, that was you on that video?
Oh,
Okay.
she looks pretty healthy there.
And Your Honor, I would move in stills as Exhibit 9 and 10.
Oh,
Those
that
are
was
still
like
from
boogieing
Exhibit
down,
8.
giggling, happy. Yeah. Ooh. Exactly, Kelly.
And Ms. Adams, I just ask you to look at those and tell me if that's a fair and accurate representation of you.
Oh, that's a pretty clear face.
That day, yes.
December 6th, 2025.
Yes.
Your Honor, may I publish to the jury? Thank you.
For the record.
I am offering to the jury Exhibits 9 and 10, which are 2 stills taken from the second video of Exhibit 8.
No objection.
Are there any more?
Exactly, Kat.
I think we can put the lights back.
I boogie when I have a 10 out of 10 in pain. I just get my Michael Jackson groove
Now,
on.
Steph and his group got back from Miami to
Boogie
Dedham
night.
on December 7th, correct?
I'm not sure the day he got back. I got back on
I'm sorry?
Tuesday. Well, it was late in the night. Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. The night I got.
Well, you know he got back to the Dedham house before you did.
I didn't know that. When I got there, I realized that he was there. I was in no communication with him on what day he was coming back.
But you were in communication with him.
To ask for my pay, yes.
Oh, we got to axe for the pay. We don't want to forget about axing for
Can we
that.
turn to tab C, which has been marked as Exhibit 3, please? And you testified about the text exchange you had with him at around 12:30 on December 2nd, where you called him a pussy, right?
Yes.
And then
Oh,
you
she's
said,
very
"Show me
proud
a
of
fine
that.
pussy," and you said, "Will do."
Yes.
Right? And then if you turn the page, if you look to the next message from you, so in Exhibit 3, there are bubbles, right? There's blue bubbles you see and green bubbles.
Yes.
And do you understand the green bubble to be Steph Diggs' messages
Yes.
and the blue bubbles to be your messages?
Yes.
Okay. And if you look on the page, I hope you're on the right page. It ends in that number on the bottom right corner at 118. Do you see that number? Can I approach?
Yes.
Looking at 118, your first message. And do you see down here these numbers here?
Yes.
So this message was sent
I love that
Yeah.
picture up.
And you
the
sent it.
jury.
Yes.
So now this is 3 days after the violent assault that you talked about.
Yes.
And what did you say in that message?
Hi, can you approve my pay your finance, please? I have to pay my insurance this month. Thank you. Please and thank you.
Insurances.
And then if you could look at the next message. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's hold that for a second. So you were texting with Steph Diggs in the week you were in December. I'm sorry, in the week in December, you were in New York, right?
I texted upon one time.
Okay. But your testimony is you don't know when he was coming back to the Dedham house.
I did. I didn't know the exact date.
You did. But you knew he was coming back.
Yes.
Because that would be important to know, right?
I've worked in this industry. I went off of a previous client schedule. They normally will return on Tuesday. So
Well,
I was in guest mode.
But the last time you saw Steph Diggs was when he was assaulting you, you said.
That wasn't the last time I saw Steph Diggs. I said here that I walked in his room after the assault before I was leaving to give him his birthday.
That's right.
Yes.
That's what you
Okay.
always do.
You gave him a birthday gift after the assault happened.
We were friends for
Right.
4.5 years with a very complicated relationship.
Okay.
I don't care
So
about
if I
that. I'm
could
not
ask
going to give you a
actually to turn
gift.
To Exhibit 4.
Sorry.
Which is behind the tab D.
And I am
Yeah, this is
incredibly
evidence.
jealous of her skin.
And if
It's
you look
not
at that number
fair.
on the bottom right corner, turn to the page that ends in 173. And I'll ask you some questions before we get to that substance, okay?
Mhm.
I think you testified on December 9th, you went back to the Dedham house, right?
Yes.
And you got yourself an airplane back to Boston, right?
Sonny got the airplane back to us.
Okay. And you landed at Logan Airport at night.
Yes.
Then you took an Uber to the Dedham house.
Yes.
You arrived around 11:30 p.m.
Yes.
You were alone.
Yes.
You came by yourself.
Yes.
Didn't bring anybody.
No.
Okay. And when you got in the house,
That's
you went
brave.
and knocked on Steph's bedroom door.
I went to
Oh.
put my things away and I knocked on his door. Yes.
I'm sorry.
I went to put my things away and knock at his door.
I don't know why you would do
And that
that
was
if you were
around
afraid
midnight.
of him.
On changing over from December 9th to December 10th, right?
That's what it says here. I don't recall the time before the messages said.
Well, he didn't open his door, did he?
His code was different. He changed the codes when I came back
Right,
What?
because in that house, the bedrooms all had key codes on each door,
that
didn't
he
they?
controlled. Yes.
Did the bedrooms all have key codes on that door?
Yes, that he controlled.
I'm sorry. This is a yes or no question. See if you can try it. Did all of the bedrooms in that house have different key codes on them?
Yes, that he controlled.
So you can.
What do you mean?
You had a key code on your door, right?
Yes.
And if it was shut, it would be locked, right?
No. The door had issues. I would often text him.
Oh, ma'am,
to
you
check to
have
make sure my door was
issues.
locked.
I'm sorry. When did you text Sunny to please check if your door was locked?
When I left the first week of November, when he made me leave to have female guests over.
Your Honor, move to check.
That answer is not responsible, will be strict. Senator will disregard.
So on December 9th, round about midnight, when you
Really
got back to
doesn't
his house alone,
understand how
you went and knocked on his door, right?
Yes.
And he didn't open it.
I didn't knock. I tried to get in the door.
Okay, you tried to walk into his door.
No, that's how I would go in his room. I would unlock his door.
Sure, just like always, right?
When he needs food and his door was closed, I would go in his room.
Right.
I never went in his room without permission.
You going in there on December 9th
Are you
was no
sure?
different than any other day, right?
No.
And when you weren't able to get in, you actually sent him a text message, right?
Yes.
And you told him, can you read what you told him?
I was coming to ask you what time you have to be at work and to say hi.
there's that axe again.
And then you just went right back to work, right?
Yeah, I went to bed.
I'm sorry?
I went into my room and went to bed.
You went into your room and you went to sleep
Yes.
by yourself
Yes.
in the house?
Yes.
With Steph Diggs there.
Yes.
And then the next morning you got up and you made him breakfast.
Yes.
What'd you make him for breakfast? I want to know.
Now you told Officer Ellis when you reported
Was it better
the
than
assault,
Mr. Demeanor's?
you
I
left your
doubt
position
it.
on December 2nd. Do you remember that?
I was saying I left the house. I didn't leave my position. I was really going back to get my things. I had no plan, nowhere to go, so I needed to be nice there.
But you were quitting. Get it together, honey. You are all
Did you
over
tell
the map.
Officer Ellis after the alleged assault on 12/2/2025, Adams left her position and left the residence to stay with a friend in New York?
Left my position mean I left to get on a plane and go. I didn't tell them I quit. That didn't mean that I quit.
You didn't quit.
No.
Left her
Did you
position.
tell Officer
I don't know
Ellis
how you
that on
take that any other way.
12/9/2025 you returned to the house just to get your property,
Yes, I was going to get my property.
but you were also going to work for a while first.
Basically, I was going to get my property. I was trying to get my money. I asked Mr. Diggs the next day about my money when I returned to the house.
And you kept on cooking and doing your job for a whole nother week, didn't you?
No, I stopped cooking. If I'm not mistaken, I didn't cook over the weekend because I said on the 11th, I asked Mr. Diggs in front of his mother and Shy Charles about my pay.
Okay,
That was another text.
I'll ask a different question.
Okay.
On several days of that week, you simply kept doing your job, right?
And asking for my pay.
That's a yes or no question.
Yes.
You kept doing your job.
Yes.
Officer Ellis was wrong when he wrote that you left your position on 12/2.
I left the house. So him putting position didn't mean that I left my job as a chef. I
He
left the house.
decided to use those words for a reason, honey.
So you told Officer Ellis that you left your position, but you meant you left the house to go to New York.
So I left for the day. It wasn't that I was saying I quit or saying it in a way that I quit my job. I didn't say that.
You've mentioned Mr. Diggs' assistant, Sunny, a couple of times, right?
Stealing Sunny, yes.
I'm sorry?
Stealing Sunny, that's what he calls her.
Your Honor, I move to strike, and I'd ask that the witness be instructed to please answer a question.
That answer will be certain that there's weakness. And if you don't understand, counsel should restate it.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sunny was a friend of yours, wasn't she?
Insufferable.
Ms. Adams, you texted Sunny all the time, didn't you?
Because that was my contact. Go to contact for payment, go to contact if I didn't have access to his card or I didn't have my money on my card to order food. And we would discuss things at work.
I'm with you, Gina.
I'm
I
gonna
can't-
show you
I can't
a
stick-
document.
That won't answer.
Take
a
a look
straight
and see if you
question.
can recognize that as text messages between you and Sunny.
Mhm.
If that happens in my personal life, I immediately go into interrogation mode. I'm like that. I start saying, "That's a yes or no question. Are you not able to answer the question I'm asking you? Is it too difficult for you? Do I need to ask it in a different way?" Oh yeah, I'm relentless. This poor judge.
Do you recognize that document as text messages between you and Sunny?
She's like, "What did I do?"
Yes?
Mhm.
Your Honor, may I approach? This document doesn't have numbers on it, so I'm just going to go through. Do you see where the messages start on Thursday, December 11th, at 7:44 a.m.? You see that?
Yes.
And this is an exchange between you and Sunny, right?
Yes.
And you write to her, "Morning, did you change my door code?" Right?
Yes.
And that's what you were just talking about. Each door has its own door code in Steph Dick's home, right?
Yes.
And you were having trouble getting into your door code on December 11th.
Yes.
And had you been having trouble getting into your door code since you got back on the evening of the 9th and 10th?
When I walked in on the night, it pushed right open.
Okay. All right. So it changed in somewhere around there.
When the morning, maybe when I walked out the door, that morning I made breakfast. If I'm not mistaken, that's the morning that
Yeah, ma'am, I'm just going to stop you because
Okay.
it's not responsive.
All right.
All right. So on December 11th at 7:44, you asked Sunny, "Did you change my door code?" And she says, "No, I don't know the code." Right?
She didn't have access to change code.
And she says, "Rich?" Question mark. Who's Rich?
Rich was like somebody to help around the house.
He was like a maintenance guy.
I don't call him that.
Someone to help around the house.
He did a lot of stuff for Mr. Diggs.
Okay.
He wasn't
And
a
he was at the
maintenance
house a
person.
lot, right?
If we needed anything else, we would call Rich.
Okay. And you say to Sunny, "I asked, he hasn't answered yet." And then you say they changed it, right?
Yes.
Sunny asks, "Who changed it?"
Your Honor, maybe we can see the side plan.
Oh, we're gonna go take a side note. Oh. These attorneys here,
All right. So,
they got
They changed
problems
it,
they don't
right?
even know about.
and Sunny asks, "Who changed it?" And what did you say to Sunny?
He said they. He said they. So
What else did you say to Sunny?
He said, "Hey, so Steph and his name is White Bitch.
I'm sorry.
What? I said he said they So Steph and the white bitch.
When you said, he said they, the he in that sentence was Steph, right?
Yes. No. Yeah. Yes.
And the they, who is that?
Them two together.
So your testimony is, so the white bitch, is that Lindsay?
Yes.
Okay,
Hmm.
all right. So was that the kind of thing you said to your coworker?
Yes, because she called me a bitch first.
Oh, well, that changes everything.
You were kind of friendly with Sunny.
Yes.
You shared stuff with her.
Sonny disliked her too.
Okay. She shared that.
They had their own thing before I came.
And then if I could ask you to turn to tab D in your binder, which is exhibit 4. And I'm sorry to do this, but if you could look, the numbers at the bottom right, the number that begins, that ends 178. You there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so that text exchange with Sunny, that was at 7:44 a.m. on December 11th.
Yes.
All right. And if you look at these messages on page 178 of Exhibit 4, this blue message at the top is something that you sent on December 11th, 7:52 a.m. Do you see that?
Yes.
And you sent it to Steph.
Yes.
What did you say to Steph?
Did Lindsay change my door code? And why can't I get into my room?
Okay. And then you and Steph kind of have a back and forth about the codes and why can't you get in, right?
Yes.
All right.
I don't remember that. That's not listed here though.
And meanwhile, you're also having a text exchange with Sunny about Steph and the white bitch, right?
Yes.
Of course.
Objection, Your Honor.
Oh, we got another side note. Zippity doo dah through the side note.
Stated at sidebar, that objection stands.
Thank you, Your Honor. So you and Steph have some back and forth that same morning, December 11th, right? In text message. And he explains to you, if you can turn the page to 2 pages in, to page 180. He explains to you, I didn't know if you were if he was going to come back or not, so I had him changed.
Oh.
So I know why he had the door lock changed.
Is that what he wrote to you on December 11th in the morning?
Yes.
Okay. And what did you respond? It's right there on the same page in the blue bubble.
Lord.
And if you can turn the page,
She is not very
Steph,
bright at all.
he was saying it was like it was over with. I was like, well, you understood he was talking about the text fight you had on December 2nd, right?
No.
Yeah. What did you
No.
respond to
I
Steph?
said no.
I'm sorry?
I said no. I didn't say yeah.
You didn't understand that he was talking about the last time that you saw each other on December 2nd, which is the day you got in a text fight about Lindsay and you not going to Miami?
Me and Stefon had arguments all the time. Like not all the time, often, and it would just fly over. But it wasn't. It didn't turn into a fight like it did. I needed to come back to get my things.
Let's see what did you respond to?
I don't
Stefan
believe
on
that.
December 11th. This is now 9 days after you were assaulted, supposedly.
I was assaulted. It wasn't supposedly.
What did you respond to, Steph?
Was very emo. Sorry I made you feel that way. I don't want to leave. I want to stay to take care of you as long as I need you.
And you sent him a second message.
Really sorry, Steph.
You were angry with him on December 2nd. You already
I-
testified to that.
Needed to be nice to Stefon in order to get my pay to leave.
I'm sorry. You were texting.
I needed to be nice to Stefon in order to get my pay to leave.
Let's talk about your pay.
Yes.
Mila needs to go to the
You admit
island
that you were
where Amber
apologizing to him
Heard
about December
is.
2nd, your behavior, don't you?
I was being nice to Stefon to get back in his good graces to get paid.
You were apologizing for your
Not
behavior.
by choice.
You were apologizing to Stefon Diggs by text on December 11th for your behavior on December 2nd.
Not by choice.
Is that a yes?
That's a not by choice.
It's a yes or no question, ma'am.
I don't know what that would be a yes or no question.
It's a yes or no question.
If the witnesses say she can't answer that yes or no, she can have it.
Okay.
No, she doesn't want to answer it yes or no. There's a difference. Oh boy.
All right. So your claim, I guess, is that Steph owed you money.
It's not a guess. Stefon did back wages.
You were
Wages
paid-
owed.
You were
It was
paid-
wages. I think you should use the correct language.
the correct language
It's
for your
wages.
civil lawsuit?
I don't have a civil lawsuit.
You were paid $2,000 per week to cook for him, right?
Yes.
Oh boy,
And if you used your
Use
own
the
money to buy
correct-
groceries, you were
correct
reimbursed for that.
terminology.
And when you were hired to work as Steph's chef, you didn't have to fill out a job application, right?
I stated previously, me and Stefon had an interpersonal relationship that was professional.
So is that a no? I did not.
I don't know how to
have
answer that question. Yes
Did
or
you
no?
fill out a job application?
I don't know how to answer that question. Yes or no?
Yeah, did you fill out a job application?
No.
Yes or
No.
Next one.
You didn't have any employment contract or
Insufferable.
anything?
Yes, we did.
Did you sign a written employment
We
contract?
had a verbal text contract.
So no, you didn't.
You didn't have to interview with anyone to get the job, right?
He knew my skills.
I bet he did.
So on December 1st, this is the day before you say you were assaulted, you submitted an invoice to be paid, didn't you?
Yes,
And can you explain to the jury, so weren't just automatically paid?
I was supposed to be. They sent maybe 2 automatic payments, and then the rest was I would have to go through Sunny.
Right, you'd have to confirm with Sunny you worked that week, right?
I would have to not to confirm. I lived there, so it was never a confirmation.
She was there a lot too, right?
No,
Oh,
So you did have to confirm with Sunny if you worked there or not.
not that I worked. I had to confirm with Sunny my reimbursement. I lived there.
what?
December 1st.
What else? I lived there. What?
What you did was you took an invoice for money you claimed you were owed, right?
It's not a claim. It's money that I was owed.
You submitted an invoice on December 1st for payment, right?
I don't recall. I don't know the exact date.
Why is she fighting so hard about this? I don't get it. I don't understand. Her huffing, man. She is so disgusted with everything.
Have you seen this document before?
Yes,
It's an email dated December 4, 2025 from Melissa
I
Goddard.
saw that in a text screenshot. That email that Melissa has of mine was not working at the time. This was a screenshot that Stefon sent me. I never received this email.
Okay. This is an email from Melissa Goddard.
I never received it to my email.
Did you see the text of this message before?
I seen a screenshot similar. I can't recall
You know
the
you
exact
have.
message.
Would you like me to give you a document to
Sure.
refresh you?
Yes.
Oh, I think we have a break coming.
Oh, sorry, Your Honor. I am, if you want to give the jury a break, it's just going to take me a couple of minutes.
Yep, I knew that was coming because I have a time stamp here. So let me get us to the next part of her testimony. Yeah, I need some Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, you know, screenshots, time stamps, voicemails, receipts. I want it all.
An invoice dated December 1st, right?
Yes.
That you were owed payment of $2,000 for three weeks in November, right?
Yes.
And you were owed grocery reimbursement for $3,179.06, right?
Yes.
And that was what you submitted to get payment.
Yes.
And you said you didn't receive this email, but you remembered getting it by text message, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so you have read and you remember seeing the substance of this email, true?
Yes.
Okay. And this is a response to your invoice, right?
I don't recall because Stefon was refusing to pay me for the week he sent me home.
Well, Melissa Goddard writes on December 4th. I appreciate you may not have received this on December 4th, but she writes, "Thank you for providing an invoice. I've attached a readable PDF." Okay.
Oh, here we go, side noting again.
And it turned out, Ms. Adams, you had gotten paid for 2 of the 3 weeks that you said you hadn't gotten paid for, right?
Oh,
This is missing a whole lot of stuff.
Yes or no question.
I can't answer your question correctly without the proper evidence.
Your Honor, my approach?
I can't answer it without all that explaining that I have to do about how I've lied.
Do you recognize this document as text exchanges between you and Sunny?
Yes.
dated December 9, 2025.
Kat, I can't believe
And
this
you're the
case
person in the bubbles on the left.
was even
Yes.
brought.
And you write to Sunny, hey, so I looked over my transfers, payment history, and they sent payments 11/7 and 11/21 totaling $4,000. See that?
Yes.
So you knew that you had actually been paid for 2 of those 3 weeks that you tried to get paid for again, right?
What's your name? I never got your name.
Did you know
I
that
don't
you
know.
had
I
been
was trying to address you by your name because I'm not this.
What just happened?
I don't know. I can't answer that question correctly.
You knew on December 9th that you had been paid for 2
What
of the 3
is
weeks
your
you said you had been
name?
paid for, didn't you?
I don't understand the question.
You just acknowledged you wrote it to Sunny.
I was supposed to be paid for the week I was sent home. So
Okay.
I sent the incorrect amount because I didn't know he wasn't paying me for that week.
Right. So you sought $6,000 instead of $2,000.
That's my calculations was
And so that last week, that was a week you didn't work, right?
because I was sent home.
Right. So you weren't in the kitchen cooking.
Mr. Diggs sent me home because he had girls at
Ma'am,
the house.
Whatever you're going to
I
add
should
is
be
not
paid.
responsive,
I'm
Your Honor.
Yes. Sound you. You understand the question you're being asked?
I don't
Answer
understand.
her question. Answer Attorney Steven's question, all right, if you can. If it's confusing to you, she will restate it. Counsel, did you restate your question?
Yes. So you weren't in the kitchen cooking that week, right?
No.
Okay. If you can turn back to tab D,
Yeah, I think
page
her
that ends 171.
is her last
this
name
is Exhibit
Silver or
4,
Silva?
Mr. Marks
I don't
and admitted into
I don't know
evidence.
which Cat, but she is annihilating
Let me know
this
when you get
heifer.
there.
Indeed.
You there?
Mhm.
So these are both, on this page, these are both blue bubbles. So this is your text messages, right?
Yeah.
All right. And on December 9th, 2025 at 2:27,
Exactly.
you text Steph Diggs, right?
Yes.
And what do you say to Steph Diggs
I
on
don't-
December 9th?
I think white might have been a bad choice. Yeah, I thought it was Silva also. Yeah, she's
I
slaying.
said, can she call?
I'm sorry, the second text message.
Read the second text message
Yes, please.
without reading the
You
messages
can read the
before.
first and we can talk about who you're asking about. That's fine.
I was told to contact Melissa about my pay.
Okay.
So I responded, can she call me or can I call her?
And Melissa, just to the record clear, is Melissa Goddard, right?
Yes,
She's Steph Diggs' bookkeeper.
that's what I was told.
She's the person who wrote that email on December 4th informing you that you had been already paid for 2 of the 3 weeks you were looking for, right?
I didn't receive that email.
Understood. So you were asking if she could call you or you could call her, right?
I was told to
You were
reach out
told
to
you could
her.
talk to her, right?
Yes,
And you never called her, did you?
yes, I did.
What did you say in the second?
I asked him for the number.
I'm sorry. And
I
what did
asked him for Miss Melissa Goddard's number.
the number is right on the email that you got in text form.
But that was later time.
This was December 4th. The email is from December 4th. The text message you're about to read is 5 days later, December 9th.
This is another tactic right here. The dancing around in that it actually is an art form. This is reminiscent of interactions with the girl I grew up with also. The going around and around and around. Well, it's this time. And when you try to ask the question to narrow it down, they'll hop to another time. Like it is literally an art form to be able to communicate that way. I never ever learned that. But boy, my sister, I would like to put her in a room with this chick. And let's see who comes out. It'd probably be my sister, to be honest.
What I'm trying to say to you is that text message was sent at a later date to me.
On December 9th, you acknowledged to Sunny that you knew you had been overpaid. I'm sorry.
Overpaid?
I'm sorry.
Underpaid.
You knew that 4 of the $6,000 you were seeking, you had already received.
Oh,
And the last week that you hadn't been paid for was the week you weren't there. And now if you can read this text message that you sent to Steph Diggs on that same day, December 9th.
Hi, so I looked over the payments. Are you not paying me for the week you told me to go home? If not, that's fine. And just for my past employers, when I'm asked not to work, I'm still paid because I'm only with them for the season. It was supposed to say them. It said the season.
So that takes care of all of the weeks that you said you weren't paid for on December 1st, right?
The weeks that I sent to him calculated was adding in that week.
2 weeks you had already been paid for. 1 week you didn't work, and you told Steph on December 9th, if you don't want to pay that, that's fine. Right?
Yes.
All right. You also sought $3,179.06 in reimbursement for money you claimed you spent on groceries.
Yes.
That was on December 1st.
That's a lot of groceries. $3,000 in groceries?
Email.
Okay.
What kind of party
The
did we
text
have?
to Sunny.
And
Please turn off all phones.
Who has their phone ringing in court? What in
And
the
you knew.
blue blazes?
that you needed to submit receipts to justify that level of expense on groceries.
That's what I did. Yes.
Is your testimony here under oath that you submitted receipts justifying $3,179.06 spent on groceries out of your money?
It was messed up. Was off. Something was off. Some receipts were the wrong receipt, and
Oh,
we
you
cleared
don't
it up.
say.
So something was messed up about that,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You talked about an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. Melissa asked you to return an NDA, right?
No.
I'm sorry?
No. Sunny asked me.
Sonny Axter. That's who Axter was. Sonny.
You received an email from Melissa Goddard on December 13th, right?
Melissa and Sunny, I was having problems with the email, the same email.
Yes or no question, ma'am?
I can't answer that correctly.
Mayor Pro Chandler?
Yes.
Do you recognize that as an email you received from Melissa Goddard on December 13th?
Yes.
And the subject line is NDA payment.
Yes.
She tells you she's Melissa, Mr. Diggs' bookkeeper, right?
Yes.
So you hadn't talked to her before December 13th because she's introducing herself right now.
Yes.
Okay. She says, please return the completed NDA provided to you by Sunny to this email address, right?
Yes.
This is required for employment with Mr. Diggs or any of his entities, right?
Yes.
Sunny has an NDA, doesn't she?
I'm not sure.
You don't know?
I don't talk to Sunny about her business with Mr. Diggs.
Oh, I bet you do. You've already proven to be completely uncredible.
You had some
I'll
text
guarantee
messages
you
with
do.
Mr. Diggs on December 13th, right after you got that email, didn't you?
I don't recall the date. I would like to see.
Let's go back to Exhibit 4. It's tab D, page 195.
Hey, Hope, thanks for joining us tonight. She's Little Miss Opportunity.
And again, this big blue text bubble right here at the top, that's from you, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you write to Steph on December 13, 2025, you sitting here playing in my face. It's 700 some comments and none saying you effing Lindsay. Not a one. So if I told someone that, why it's not in a blog, you're still talking about that blog, that anonymous blog that caused you to get mad at Steph on December 2nd, right? When he chose to believe Lindsay over you. I'll clarify. Thank you, Mr. Virtue. On December 13th,
Mr. Virtue.
you're still mad about the issue that led to Steph believing Lindsay over you.
From my recollection, he didn't.
I'm sorry. On December 13th,
I can't answer that question correctly without the previous text from Mr. Diggs.
you write not a one. So if I told someone that, why it's not in a blog? You believe it and now sign an NDA. Send me my money. You sitting here playing in my
Oh.
face. Isn't that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. You were mad about the NDA
Oh,
because you
yeah.
thought you had to sign it because Steph believed you leaked something, right?
Yes.
Didn't have anything to do with an assault.
What did you say? I don't understand the
You
question.
thought the fact that you were being asked to sign an NDA was an indication that Stefon still didn't trust you,
No.
right?
No.
But you're talking about Lindsay and a blog to him the same day you get an email from Melissa asking you to sign an NDA, right?
Stefon knew that. I know.
Yes
So
or no
I
question,
can't
ma'am.
answer that question.
Oh,
Without
now we
explaining.
can't answer anything
If
because
I
she
told
wants to
someone that
explain
why
everything.
it's not in the blog, you
Got it.
believe it and now sign an NDA. Those are your words, right?
It was now signing day after you assault me. I had information on you,
You didn't
and you
say
think I
any-
was leaving.
Ma'am, it's not responsive. You didn't say anything about an assault when you talked about an NDA, did
Nope.
you?
It does not change the fact that I was assaulted.
You talked about Lindsay in a blog and he
It
believed
does not
Lindsay.
change the fact I was assaulted.
The first time you connected an NDA with an assault was when you went in to talk to Officer Ellis on December 16th to make a police report, right?
Yes, because I noticed the behavior.
What? Notice the behavior. I sound like a freaking
And that
light
was the
bulb.
same
What?
officer-
What?
That you didn't need to be honest with about some of the details about your relationship with Steph, what happened on December 2nd, when you left your position, why you went back to his house on December 9th. True?
I don't understand the question. Can you repeat it?
All of those things that you said to Officer Ellis on December 16th were not true. You had a fight with Stefon Diggs on December 2nd over text about Lindsay and a blog and him believing Lindsay. Not about money, right?
It was about money. The last text that I sent to Mr. Diggs was about money.
It's a bit of a compound question.
Yes.
It's true.
What are you saying?
I will-
Yes. You
Let's
don't even
turn
know what
back
that is.
to
Trust me, you do not
the
know what a
text messages
compound
between you
question
and
is.
Steph after you sent that text message to him on the 13th, connecting the NDA with Steph's believing Lindsay.
I didn't say believe in Lindsay.
You and Stefon got in another text argument about
go,
that
Judge.
issue, right? And if you could turn to page 201. The green bubble is Stefon, right?
Yes.
And he writes to you on December 13th. Here you go. Don't worry about Melissa, and you don't got to worry about working moving forward. I never told nobody not to pay you. They said you owed money. You knew that, right?
No.
You knew that Melissa calculated the receipts that you submitted and determined that you had been overpaid, didn't you?
No.
Okay. They said you owed money, says Steph to you on December 13th. Here go that bread you was supposedly owed, I guess. That's what he said to you, right?
Yes.
And he Apple paid you $2,000.
Oh,
Yes.
And then he left another $2,000 on the stair railing in his home for you.
shut
The week I
up.
was there.
That was for the week of December 9th when you worked, right?
Steph, you can give me $4,000.
And he asked you 3
I'll
times
actually be
in your
nice
text
to
message,
ya.
what else do I owe you? And you never gave him a number, did you?
I said they owe me grocery. I had given Sonny the grocery reimbursement, the person that was my contact for giving receipts to.
I thought you just testified there was a mix-up with the numbers.
It was messed
I had
up.
talked to her about that. We had came up with the exact numbers after she added up the receipts.
You understood that Steph fired you that day, right?
I was leaving.
Okay.
Of course.
But you waited until he told you you don't have to work here anymore, and he paid you $4,000.
I came back for my money because I didn't have money to leave
So the record's clear. You came back on December 9th.
to get my money that I was owed.
You worked. And then on December 13th, Steph told you you didn't need to work there anymore, right?
I'd already had in my mind that I was quitting. I just came back to get my money.
It makes me wonder if she thought she could get something of value out of his room and the code was changed. She keeps talking about going back there to get money. It makes me wonder if she was looking for something that she could use as leverage or that she could pawn or whatever. Oh, girl, Kat, when I quit a job, I'm out. Why would I go back? Honey, I start getting like PTSD symptoms when I get within 4 blocks of my old employment. I'm so happy that on my way to my new employment, I don't have to drive past it because it's awful. Yeah, when I'm out, I'm out. I'm like, boom. Yeah,
You were furious with Steph on December 13th, weren't you?
No.
No?
No.
Do you remember that Shy Charles was actually at Steph's house that day?
Yes.
And she was braiding his hair,
Yes.
and she was staying downstairs. She was going to stay overnight.
Yes.
And she finished braiding his hair around midnight.
Yes.
And then you came down from your room to talk to Shy.
Yes.
And you did that because she was your friend.
My coworker. We were cool.
And she's the person you spent that week in New York with, December 2nd, the day you were supposedly assaulted, until December 9th, when you came back to the Dedham house, right? And you sat with Shy and you talked to her until 3 a.m, didn't you?
Yes.
You told her you were finished with Steph Diggs, didn't you?
I told her in the middle of the week I was coming back to get my money, and I was trying not to be there when she came to braid his hair.
You made Shy a kind of confession in that conversation, didn't you?
A kind of confession?
Yeah. You told her Steph was going to pay.
No, I did not. I do not recall.
I'm going to remind you, you're under oath, and I'll ask you that question again. Did you or did you not sit with Shy Charles on December 13th, a few hours after you were fired from your job, and tell Shy that Steph Diggs was going to pay?
Oh.
Did you tell Shy you were going to sue Stefon?
Oh.
No.
Oh, you know she said that with that little reaction there. Heifer, you lie. You know you lie. Your lips
after you
are
were fired on the 13th.
moving.
You stayed in the house, I think you said 2 more days, right?
I wasn't fired.
After Steph Diggs told you you didn't need to work there anymore and paid you all the money
That didn't go back.
that you claimed you were owed, you stayed in the house for 2 more days, right?
I had to get a plane ticket and I had to find somewhere to stay.
Okay. And then when you left his house, you went to the Dedham police station.
No.
You went to the Dedham police station on December 16th.
I left his house on the 15th.
You testified, and on your direct examination, you left on the 16th.
I left Stefon's house on the 15th. I went to the Dedham police station on the 16th.
Okay. And you told them he'd assaulted you 14 days before.
On December the 2nd.
And you had to pick a day that was long enough ago that it would explain why you didn't have any injuries, right?
Objection.
And that they were together. That they were actually together. Yeah.
Part of the lesson you were going to teach Steph was to make a false police report. Isn't that true?
Objection.
Well, I'll ask a different question. Your report that you made, it's missing a lot of detail. Would you agree?
Yes. I was afraid to tell the relationship between me and Stefon Diggs.
It's missing more than that.
No,
Right.
it's not.
In your opinion, it is. Okay.
It's missing more of the text that was shared in the morning.
Okay.
It would have exposed a lot of things. And I still was trying to protect him and myself.
Exposed.
You actually recanted your own statements, didn't you?
No.
The only thing that's been
Okay.
exposed,
So
ma'am,
you
is
know the
that you're
criminal
a
complaint in
liar
this case issued on December 29th.
and you were fired.
Right? You know,
What? No, I don't know that.
well, you're the complainant in the case. Is it your testimony you weren't notified that this case was going to be brought forward to court?
I don't recall.
It was big news.
No one reached to me that I recollect.
Absolutely not, Granny Debbie.
You reached out
They were not a couple. She was
to
a booty
Steph's
call for
girlfriend at
him.
the time
That's it.
after this complaint was made public, right?
Because in the police report, I had not listened to the voice note. I just read the voice note. I was afraid she knew. I was afraid.
I
Ma'am,
was afraid.
The
I'm
answer to that
afraid.
question.
I can't answer that question.
After this complaint became public on December 29th, you reached out to Steph's girlfriend, didn't you?
I can't recall the date, but yes.
Yeah, Bertrand.
Interesting. Oh, we have a side note again. I actually think we're close to this particular first day of testimony.
All right, jurors, we are going to be recessing for the day. And I want
Okay. Don't fret, everybody. We're not stopping yet because I want to head on into day 2 of testimony. There were only 2 days of testimony, and exactly, Peppermint P. Day, did she really think she could win this case with all these cockamamie stories? Yeah, I think she did. I mean, that's what's weird about it is I'm just kind of like, how? I don't even actually know why the prosecution, why the Commonwealth took on this case, other than they do have, especially in this county, they have a history of bringing cases that are not legitimate. Karen Reed, they did it twice. Oh, Kat. Oh. Thank you so much. Kat Nut Williams has gifted 5 misdemeanor memberships. That is very kind of you. Far too kind. And she says she has to check out for the night. Love your commentary. See everyone next stream. Yes, Kat, I have missed you, and I'm so busy at work now. I can't pop in. I can't watch. I'm busy, which is really lovely, but I miss all my friends. I miss my defense diaries and my Justice Served TV. And well, there Kat goes with all of her giving 5 gifted memberships. So thank you so much. Have a lovely evening. And thanks for hanging out with us. Okay, let me get us to the right spot on day 2. Because we're not going to finish day 2, but I would like to get, kind of sort of through as much as I possibly can so that we won't be here until midnight. Until next time, bye, my friend. All right, let's do this.
All right, with that, we're ready to proceed. Commonwealth is the witness available.
Yes,
Kat Nut Williams, the hardest working woman in
believe we're in
content
cross.
creation.
We are.
Yes, we are still in cross. Oh, she's got black on today. Dun, dun, dun. That's probably appropriate. She's in mourning now.
Remind you that you're still under oath.
Okay.
And Ms. Adams, again, as of the same as yesterday, if you could do your best to keep your voice up, that is appreciated.
Yes.
Thank
Oh,
you.
what a lovely
May I proceed,
judge.
Your Honor?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Adams, on January 1st, 2026, you sent Steph's girlfriend a text message that later appeared on TMZ's website, correct?
Yes.
Wow.
And in that text message, you told Steph's girlfriend that you were so sorry, but you couldn't talk to her, right?
Yes.
And you told Steph's girlfriend in that text message, I didn't say that, especially in the way it was written.
Yes.
And you were talking about the statement that you made to the Dedham police, right?
It was a voicemail, and I didn't listen. I read the transcript, so I didn't know her voice.
When you told Steph's girlfriend on January 1st, 2026,
I don't understand the question. I'm sorry. So
I
don't
haven't
wanna
finished my
answer it.
question. When you told Steph's girlfriend on January 1st, 2026, in a written text message, I didn't say that, you were referring to the statements that were reported in the press that you gave to the Dedham Police Department, correct?
I don't understand your question.
Did you or did you not write those words?
I don't understand your question without further explaining.
You can't testify under oath to this jury what you meant by the words you wrote to Steph's girlfriend on January 1st, 2026?
I'm sorry. I don't understand your question without further explaining.
You also asked Steph's girlfriend.
No, you understand the question. You don't want to answer it in a yes or no fashion. It's not about not understanding the question. You understand it clearly. You just don't want to answer it. Oh, this is shades of my sister.
To quote, please call my mediator and she will answer everything you need to know, but only in person and confidentially. Right?
Oh,
Yes.
Your mediator's name is Lynette Marie, right?
Lynette Marie.
Thank you. She's also known as Lynette Marie Turner.
I don't know.
You don't know your mediator's last name?
shut the
I don't know her. She's married. I don't know her exact last name.
Your mediator works for a company called LMT Global, correct?
Yes, that's her company.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
Oh boy.
I'm showing you a corporate document from the state of Michigan. It is an amended annual report filed by LMT Global Corporation. Can you please read the name of the president of that company?
Objection, Your Honor.
Oh, we're side noting again. That means zippity doo dah, zippity a.
Issued a money demand later, Lynette Marie issued a money demand
Oh,
to Stefon Diggs
oh, did she?
on December 29th, the day the criminal complaint in this case issued, right?
I'm not sure of the date.
Oh, may I approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
Why are you arguing about this?
Do you recognize this email from L. Marie on December 29, 2025 to Stefon Diggs and a number of other people?
No, I don't recognize it.
You've never seen this money demand before.
I seen the money demand after I was, that's it. I don't recognize the email.
Under oath is that your mediator made a money demand on December 29th for money for you from Mr. Diggs.
Money
The
for
same-
past
The
wages.
same day the criminal complaint in this case issued, and you didn't see it?
I can't answer that question.
I'm sorry?
I can't answer that question.
I don't want to
explaining
answer.
further.
You can't answer that question under oath.
Without explaining.
Your mediator demanded $19,000 on that date, didn't she?
For wages owed, yes.
Your Honor, I move to strike that.
Overruled. Answer stands.
Sorry.
Answer stands.
Thank you, Your Honor. You've made another money demand in this case, haven't you?
Answer her.
Actually, before we get there, the
I didn't get a
19,000,
chance to answer the question.
before we get there,
Are you withdrawing your
yes,
question,
the
counsel?
question is withdrawn. Thank you, Your Honor. After the money demand for $19,000 was provided to Stefon Diggs, on February 13th, you issued a public statement, didn't you?
Yes.
And in that public statement, you said, I have never sought money to settle this matter, right?
I haven't.
And by the middle of April,
What?
you had hired a lawyer to represent you, right?
For workers' comp.
That's a yes or no question, ma'am.
Yes, for workers' comp.
Your Honor, may the witness be instructed to please answer the questions posed.
Witness answered your question.
All right. And for workers' comp, the lawyer you hired, is she sitting in this room right now?
Yes.
And she helped you prepare for your testimony in this case, right?
Lord help her.
She came to support me.
She
I hope
came
she
to the
didn't
meeting
help
with the Commonwealth's
prepare
lawyer
you.
to help prepare you for your testimony in this case, correct?
Oh, Lord. She's going to lose her
I don't know how to
license.
answer that question.
You can't answer that question under oath, ma'am?
No,
You met with the prosecutor last Thursday, right? With your lawyer,
I was
right?
told to have a lawyer because you guys asked me to plead the fifth
What?
on some things. So I was instructed to have my lawyer come,
So your testimony under oath is that the Commonwealth's attorney instructed you to bring your private lawyer?
or a lawyer that you guys offered a lawyer. So I brought my private lawyer.
I'm sorry, when you say you guys, do you
What?
mean me, defense counsel for Mr. Diggs?
Yes.
Is your testimony under oath that I had some role in your preparation session with the district attorney's office to prepare you for your testimony in this case?
I was told that the defense said I needed to have a lawyer or they were going to provide a lawyer, something in that context about pleading the fifth about messages.
What in the
So
wide
I
world of
Brought
sports
my lawyer,
is
which was
happening?
when I walked to the side of the judge yesterday.
Your personal lawyer is here today, correct?
On workers' comp.
She's with the law firm of Boston Law. That's a law firm here in Dorchester, Massachusetts.
Ma'am, I think that was, I apologize, but you do need to keep your voice up. I don't know if you.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you. Tell the jury how much I think you described her as a workers' comp lawyer.
I got her because I was injured on the job and I needed to file a workers' comp case. Stefon Diggs did not have proper workers' comp insurance.
Ma'am.
The final portion of that answer will be stricken and you will disregard it. Ms. Adams, if you could just listen to the question, answer the question, and if you need it rephrased, counsel will certainly rephrase it for you. Next
Okay.
question.
Thank you, Your Honor. 3 weeks ago, your lawyer demanded $5.5 million from Mr. Diggs, didn't he?
Shut the front door.
Mr. Diggs offered me $100,000 to recant my statement.
is a yes.
That is the
Your Honor.
only.
What?
Her to sidebar, please.
Yes, you move this right. Your last part of the witness's answer.
Wait.
The
That
yes-
is
I got to back up here.
Demanded
folks.
$5.5 million from Mr. Diggs, didn't he?
Mr. Diggs offered me $100,000
Ma'am,
to recant my statement.
That is a yes.
That is the
Your Honor,
only.
Maybe be heard at sidebar, please.
Objection moved and strike. Your last part of the witness's answer.
I'm tired
The last part
of
the witness's
this.
response will be stricken as non-responsive. You will disregard it and you will not consider it during your deliberations.
Wow. She does not give a rip. Okay, I happen to know there's a 30-minute break. Oh, I have just been pausing her in a rude way the entire time, which I'm kind of happy. All right, let me get us to when they come back into court because it is literally like a 30-minute break. Yeah, injured on the job. Please stop it. Yes. And all the doors are being shut. All the front doors are being shut by Peppermint PJ. Yeah, the eye rolls, muttering, back talk to the court, talking over the court when she's being told to stop and continuing to say what she wanted after the court struck her comments. Wild behavior. I've literally never seen this behavior in a courtroom. And I've watched a lot of trials, and even Amber Heard wasn't this bad. Oh, I guess we're not quite there. Oh, there. We're rising. So, oh, here she comes back. Oh.
And it's that you're responsible for answering questions that are put to you. If you don't understand a question, you can say that, and I'm sure counsel will rephrase. If you can't hear a question, tell them that as well. But courtrooms function, and especially trials, unfold in a question and answer format. This is not an opportunity for you to interject your own narrative and evade responding to questions the court deems appropriate. And if you continue to do so, your entire testimony may be stricken.
Oh,
Yes. On the jurors.
oh boy. I have not ever seen that happen. Oh, she's pissed. I would zippity doo dah, but I am
All right,
loving her face.
On one point, all right? And it's the following. You may not consider anything you heard that was stricken from the record. When an answer is stricken from the record, it does not exist. And in determining what the facts are from this case, you're sworn to determine those facts solely and exclusively from the evidence presented, and you may not consider any answer that I have stricken. All right? Thank you. You may proceed. Thank you, counsel.
Ms. Adams, 3 weeks ago, your lawyer demanded $5.5 million from Stefon Diggs, correct?
That is client lawyer privilege. I cannot speak on that.
You believe that your lawyer's communications to Stefon Diggs are covered by your attorney-client privilege, ma'am?
I can't answer that question. I don't know the answer to that question.
You know that someone on your behalf has demanded $5.5 million from Stefon Diggs, don't you?
I have a workers' comp claim, and
Your
I
Honor?
explore all civil options.
Ma'am,
I don't understand.
are
the
you
question.
able to
Sorry.
answer
No.
that question?
No, I'm
Counsel,
not
restate
able
the
to.
question, please.
You know that someone on your behalf has demanded $5.5 million from Stefon Diggs.
Do you know that, Ms. Adams?
No. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know how to answer the question. I don't understand.
Lil Drummer Boy, I'm not frozen, and I checked my feed, my YouTube feed, and I'm also not frozen there. And Breenan's deviated septum, you're a new one. Thanks for hanging out with us, and I agree. I think they agreed to handle it this way instead of calling a mistrial. Who would want to go through this again? She is insufferable little Miss Opportunist.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Wow.
Your Honor, before we direct, maybe you heard it sidebar.
Of course.
Thank you.
Oh, another side note.
Yesterday, defense counsel showed you a form about that you filled out to the police,
Yes.
and they made a point that you're the hand, but not the forearm and elbow. May I approach?
I don't know what all that talking is in the background. It's a little annoying.
Putting a form in front of you, if you could just take a look at that and look up that, recognize it,
Yes.
and I may direct the witness's attention. Can you read right here when it says the expected injury? Or-
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustain.
Is there anywhere on that form where you do note the forearm and forearm being used to choke you?
Objection.
Yes.
Sidebar.
Boy, she got that answer out quick, didn't she? Right now, Stefon is saying, man, this is the most expensive piece of booty I've ever gotten in my life. Oh, Stefon. Even all those kids.
On cross, I believe there's some questions about the text messages leading up to the assault.
Yes.
And, do you have still a binder in front of you?
Yes.
Do you mind opening to section 3 and to the pages ending in 114?
Okay.
Would you mind reading the text messages from page 114 to 117?
And I'm running that bitch life. The next text message doesn't say anything. I won't be paying you shit.
And do you mind just saying who's saying it?
Okay, I said the first. I and running that bitch life. That's what I said. Mr. Diggs said, I won't be paying you shit. Fuck, I look like paying you and paying another chef. Is you high, bitch? Who the fuck give you money for your business? Who the fuck gotta give you money for your business?
Oh.
I don't gotta do a motherfucking thing. And you can get whoever you want. You got my address. Tell them to come take the money then. Fuck you talking about. I said bet. Pussy. I said pussy. Show me I'm pussy. Will do.
So,
That's it.
in your
Little drummer
experience as
boy,
a
she
personal
said-
chef, is it common practice?
She was claiming on the witness stand that I think this is what you're asking about, that Stefon Diggs offered $100,000 for her to recant her testimony.
That when chefs get sent away, they get paid for the week that they get sent away?
Yes.
Objection. Your
Because
Honor.
that's the only job I have.
And I know on cross it came out that you made a public statement where you said, I've never sought money to settle this case. When you said this case, was that referring to the criminal case? Or
Yes.
Thank you. No further questions.
Very briefly, Your Honor, if I may.
Oh, that's it.
That series of text messages that you
Oh.
just read, that was in response to you saying after you were fired by Mr. Diggs, you will be paying me out for the season and the money. I'm sorry, and this is on page 113 of Exhibit 3. You will be paying me out for the season and the money you said you would give me for my business. Wasted my fucking time being here because you got a fucking circus going on, right?
Yes.
So when he said he wouldn't be paying you, he was referring to your demand that after you leave your employment on December 2nd, he
Not
nonetheless
going to
continue
continue
to pay
paying you.
$2,000 a week for the rest of the New England Patriots football season while you were not working for him, right?
That's not how it goes.
You will be paying me out for the season, right?
I was a contracted employee.
It's a yes or no question, ma'am.
I don't know how to answer that question. Sorry.
And before you said that, if you turn just one page back to page 112, what Mr. Diggs said to you that you were responding to was, I'm going to leave you be. Thank you for cooking for me for this season. I appreciate you. Hate it even got to this. That's what you were responding to when you told him he would be paying you out for the season, right?
No, it's a full context of those messages.
Ma'am, was the message that came from Mr. Diggs that preceded your demand that you be paid out for the season? Thank you for cooking for me this season. I appreciate you. I'ma leave you be.
Can you say that again?
You can look right down there.
You can
on
read
page
it
112.
yourself, dip.
I'ma leave you be.
What was your question?
I'm not finished. Thank you for cooking for me for this season. You can read along and correct me if I get it wrong. I appreciate you. Hate it even got like this, right?
That's what it says, yes.
Okay. And you were really hoping that Mr. Diggs would give you some money so you could open your own restaurant, weren't you?
Objection.
That was our agreement.
That was what you wanted him to give you, right?
That was an agreement.
Ma'am, is this a contract suit?
Objection.
This is an assault.
That objection is sustained. Witness doesn't have to answer.
Withdrawn, Your Honor. Thank you.
There's no question.
I don't know if you all could hear the circus music, the because I heard it when she was trying to not answer the question. Oh yeah, that's the spin. That one I recognize very clearly.
In front of the witness.
You wanted him to pay you to open your own restaurant, right?
I wanted to pay me past wages.
Okay. Just one moment, Your Honor, please.
No redirect, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, ma'am. You may step down.
Oh, that is it. Oh, yeah, won't answer straight question. Laud. Self-righteous narcissist. I agree. Let's zippity doo dah to the next witness, which I believe
You
is
solemnly swear the testimony you're about to
the
give in this
officer
hearing
that took
shall be the
her
truth, the whole truth, and nothing but
statement.
the truth, so help you God.
I do. Let me sit down. Thank you.
I don't think he's on the stand for very long.
Good morning.
Morning.
Would you please state your name and spell your last name for the record?
Yes, it's Kenneth Ellis, Ellis.
And what do you do for a living?
Dedham police officer,
And how long have you been an officer at the Dedham Police?
18 years.
And what's your rank?
Patrolman.
And prior to being an officer at Dedham, did you go anywhere else? Were you an officer anywhere else?
I was not.
So prior to being an officer at Dedham Police, did you go through any sort of special training or academy?
I did. I went through a police academy in Randolph.
And how long was that? What did you do in the police academy?
I was about 25 weeks, I believe. Everything from law, different aspects of the law, criminal law, constitutional law, motor vehicle. We had emergency vehicle operation, firearms, report writing, first aid, things like that.
Turning your attention now to December 16th, 2025. Do you recall if you were working that day?
I was.
And do you know what shift?
I was working the day shift, 8 to 4.
And were you out on duty, patrol? What were you doing?
I was assigned to the front desk.
Okay. So when an officer is assigned to the front desk, what are their duties?
You basically just any walk-ins. Sometimes we have the business phone rings, the non-emergency line.
When you say walk-ins, is that just someone literally?
Yeah, anyone can walk. People, ranging from, oh, may I use the restroom, or I'd like to make a report, anything. Yeah, anytime someone comes in, we greet them.
And during that day, did anyone come in?
Yes.
And do you know who that person would be?
Mila Adams.
Night KF.
And when this person came in, you didn't know who that was at the time?
No.
When
We're
she came in,
probably
what
only
any
about
observations
10
did you make
minutes
of her when
out
she
on
came in?
testimony.
She sat down on
And
the
we'll
bench
wrap it up
and she
tonight.
was crying.
And did you approach her, or did you wait for her to approach you? How did that?
I actually went. Normally, I speak over the phone. There's a phone to talk to the people in the lobby.
Like behind glass?
Yes, yeah. We like a smoked glass. But because of her demeanor, I went out to speak to her in person.
And did she want to talk to you at first?
No, she did not.
And why?
She asked if there were any female officers working.
And what did you say?
I actually went back to the shift commander's office and I checked the scheduling sheets, and it appeared that there was not one until 4 p.m. that day.
So what did you do?
So I went back and I let her know, and I just told her that, she didn't feel comfortable giving me a statement towards anything, then that's okay. And, if she could come back at 4 o'clock. And then I went back to the desk, I believe, for a bit.
And then what happened?
Then she called me back over and said she would like to give me a statement.
And where did you talk?
So right after you enter the lobby area, there's double doors. And then to the right of the double doors, there's kind of like an interview room. So we do fingerprints for like civilian things, gun permits, things like that.
And what did you talk about?
So she just wanted to give me a statement without mentioning anyone involved.
So what do you mean she didn't want to mention anyone involved?
Well, she said, I would like to tell you something.
Sustain.
But eventually, did you come to learn the identity of the person that she was talking there
Yes,
about?
I
And
did.
who was that person?
She identified him as Stefon Diggs.
And How many times did you talk to Miss Adams?
Just that time in person, and then I believe it was multiple emails, and then it was probably 2 more times on the phone, maybe 3.
I want to draw your attention to the binder in front of you.
Sure.
Do you mind looking at that first flip the page, that first one, that first tab? There's something in front of you. This is what was previously marked as Exhibit 1. Do you recognize what this is?
Yes, that was those were screenshots of text messages that she forwarded me.
So those are the messages that she provided you, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That one page, yes. At the conclusion of all your communications with her, what did you do?
So that day, you mean, or
Just at the, I guess, end of, would you call this an investigation? I don't know enough the police term.
yeah. So like once
Incident, I don't know.
at the end of it, which was about 10 days or so, maybe 8, 9, 10 days from the time that she originally reported it, I ended up filing a criminal complaint.
Against whom?
Mr. Diggs.
And for what?
Was assault and battery, and strangulation or suffocation.
All right. No further questions.
Based on what? She came in and said
Good morning,
so? What are we doing in our judicial
Let me start at
system?
the end there. Thank you for
and law
being here.
enforcement?
You said you've been a Dedham police officer for 18 years?
Yes, sir.
You just told us a little bit about the investigation, I think is what the DA just described it as. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, essentially.
Yeah. And so that involved what you just said. You took a statement from Miss Adams, you exchanged emails, you got a couple phone calls from her, and then you got a voicemail asking you to go to court, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And then that's what you did.
I did contact a phone number of Mr. Diggs twice, left voicemails, and was not able to speak to him.
I wouldn't talk to you either.
That
Heck
phone number, you
no.
don't know that that's his, correct? You didn't speak
The
to
one,
anybody.
the one of them, I did use the TLO service to confirm his name. It was a 240 exchange.
So I just want to be sure here, Officer Ellis. You called the phone number, correct?
Yes.
You didn't speak to anybody.
No, I did not.
You spoke on the phone to Miss Adams, correct? You spoke in person with Miss Adams on the 16th. Right?
I believe it was the 16th. Yes.
Right. You didn't speak to any other people, correct? That's
No.
the only human being you spoke to.
No, there was another attorney I spoke to, but I don't believe from your firm.
Okay, so some other attorney.
Yes.
All right. You didn't get any photographs, right?
No, there was none presented.
And there was none to take, right?
Not from me, no.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because when Miss Adams walked in and you observed her,
Yep.
you didn't see anything on her body that said, I should document that.
I did not. No.
And your job is to document what's important, right?
Correct.
And that's why you write a police report.
Yes,
And so about December 16th, you did write a police report, correct?
I did, sir.
And that was documenting the conversation that you had with Miss Adams, right?
Yes,
And you said you've been a police officer for 18 years. I imagine you've written a lot of police reports.
I would say so.
Okay. And you've spoken to a lot of folks, correct?
Yes.
And you know that you write that report to record all of the important information that
Yes.
that person has,
Yes.
right? To document it.
Correct.
And that's what you did in this case, right?
To the best of my ability. Yes.
Yes. And so when you spoke to her on December 16th, Miss Adams told you that there was a dispute over text message with Mr. Diggs, correct?
Yes, the initial disagreement, I suppose.
Yeah,
started
and that the
over
disagreement
text
was,
messages.
was about money,
That's-
right?
that's what I
That's
was
what she
told.
said.
Yes.
She said they were arguing about money over text messages,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
And then he came into her room and this thing happened, correct?
That's what she told me. Yeah.
Okay. And then after that, she left her position, right?
That's what. Yeah, she said. Yep.
Meaning her job.
Correct.
And then she told you she did go back to the house on December 9th to get her things, to get her belongings, correct? Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. And then the next thing she told you was that she, in that interim period, after she left her position, she went to New York City on December 2nd to be with friends, correct?
Yes.
And when she said that, those were her friends, right?
That's what I believed.
Right. You didn't think she was going to go see somebody else's friends,
No,
correct?
no.
Yes. And it'd be important to you to know if those were Stefon Diggs' friends, right?
I suppose.
That'd be important to your investigation,
Yeah,
wouldn't it be?
yeah.
Okay. And so another thing that was important, I think you already talked about, that was Exhibit 1. You got that right in front of you, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And so Miss Adams had said there was an argument over text about money that ended in a physical altercation, correct?
Correct.
And you asked her for the text messages, right?
I believe she offered them. I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, but yes.
And you took them because
Yes.
accepting the text messages that led to physical altercation would be important, right?
Correct.
You want to have that.
Right.
You want to document that.
Right.
All right. And so that's what that is. You received those from Miss Adams by email, correct?
Yes. I did.
And then you documented them, you saved them, and they're sitting right there in front of you right now for trial, correct?
Correct.
All right. And looking at those text messages, if somebody deleted messages from that before they ever sent it to you, that would be important for you to know, wouldn't it?
Yes, I would.
If those weren't complete,
Correct.
you would want to know that.
I'd want the whole picture. Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I may have one moment, Your Honor.
Problem. What?
No.
I have no further questions. Thank you.
Oh,
No redirect, Commonwealth rests.
All right, thank you.
what? Wait a minute. The Commonwealth rests? What happened? We have 2 witnesses that testify? That's it? Oh boy. Okay. I got to write a note so that I remember where we left off. Because clearly Wednesday we're going to see the defense's case. Wow. Oh, we're going to see more, Holly, but it's just not going to be tonight because Ms. D needs to get her beauty sleep because I have this busy job now. And but we're absolutely Wine and Crime Wednesday. We will be watching the defense case and of course the verdict all on Wednesday. And of course, we're going to take a little field trip to Dedham, Massachusetts, so we can take a tour of the house. We're going to do it all. Don't you fret your pretty little head about it. This is wild. This case, I mean, I knew I was going to have a lot to say about it, but oh boy, I did not realize I would have this much. Okay, so we'll be back on Wednesday for the rest of this. I am working to get possibly a guest next week for live streams. I have a couple irons in the fire. I also wanted to make sure you all were aware. I did some research on Mr. Seidel. And if you don't remember, Mr. Seidel is the individual who is being accused by Mandy Matney of stalking her and making people fearing for her life. And so I checked, and as much as I would like to have him on my channel and talk to him, he very much vehemently believes that Alec Burdick is not guilty. And I don't know that I can invite that in my space. I have watched and followed so much about his case from the beginning, and I don't want to get in an argument with another content creator. So I pulled back from doing that in pursuing having him on my channel here. You all know I welcome different opinions. However, there are some cases that people are very, very entrenched, and it becomes very ugly. The Karen Reed case is definitely one. Alec Murdoch is another one that people just very much are very polarized on it. And I want no part of that. And I don't know who Hella is, Melissa. Melissa says he's been on Hella's channel. So you all know I don't do the controversy thing. In fact, I have stopped pretty much following or checking on anything that is Aiden Carney or Turtle Boy related. I don't have the mental fortitude to handle it. And there is so much else going on. There are plenty of people talking about everything happening in his cases. I know there was someone on the Twix today that when I sent the upcoming dates out yesterday, they were very offended that I didn't include Aiden Carney's court dates, and then stated the reason I omitted it is because I was believing the vile, or I was believing information from vile Nan. I don't have a relationship with Nan. I don't talk to Nan. I don't talk to anybody in that realm of those cases up there. I chose to not cover it because it is too hostile, too controversial, and there are plenty of other people that are covering it. You're not going to miss anything. If Ms. D doesn't take care of it, you're not missing anything. There are other content creators that will fill you all in. So I was surprised that someone would have that take on it, because I just don't roll like that. And it's obviously, it must be someone that really doesn't know me and how I run my channel. And yeah, I want no part of any of that. I like my safe space here. Don't take my fun hobby away from me by interjecting a bunch of vitriol. Not interested. Excited utterance. Oh yes, I have seen that. I'll have to check it out. And yeah, I'm trying to approach another avenue. And I haven't gotten a response yet, but I can tell you, I have reached out to Seton Tucker from Impact of Influence. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I would love to have her and Matt Harris, or either one of them, on my channel to talk all things Murdoch, because they were in the middle of the eye of the storm when everything was going on originally with the Alec Murdoch case. So I would love to know that. But yes, you all of my regulars, I don't do the drama. I don't want any part of any of it. I don't do nasty. I don't care for any of the ripping on other content creators, and that's just not my thing. It's fine for some people. That's great. It is not fulfilling. It does not bring me joy. And so Lil Drummer Boy is asking, I was busy for a few weeks. Do you have any updates with the Duggar boy? So I do know there is a pretrial hearing that's coming up. I don't remember the specific date, but it was in my upcoming dates that I posted yesterday. There's a lot of stuff coming up because Dr. Shaknovsky also has a hearing coming up. If you all don't remember, he is the doctor in Florida that removed someone's liver instead of their spleen, and the man died. So, yeah, Granny Debbie, I agree. Too much drama and all that, and really to say that about you, really? I just responded and was like, yeah, it didn't have anything to do with Nan, and no, I'm not covering anything that is Aiden Carney related. He has plenty of people to follow along on his channel, and Melanie will be following all of it, and yeah, I don't need to worry about that. So, yes, Dr. Shaknovsky, he's got a date coming up, and I don't know if you all saw, I had posted on the Twix an update on Raoul Valley. That has been kicked down the road until June 1st. And my understanding is June 1st is when the motion will be heard from Mr. Crosland about dismissing the case altogether due to double jeopardy reasons. So this week alone, though, Corey Richens gets sentenced on Wednesday. Brad Simpson has a hearing on Thursday. Laken Snelling has a hearing on Thursday. And Mandy Matney has to show for her deposition on Friday the 15th, right? Yeah, 15th. And then next week, the Dr. Ebony Parker trial is supposed to start. I hope that Law and Crime or Court TV or someone is going to be covering that case because I feel like I'm invested now. Duggar has a hearing. Sheknovsky has a hearing. That's all next week. Fraser Bohm has a hearing as well. We are officially in the countdown territory for CrimeCon. It is 16 days until I will be arriving in Las Vegas for CrimeCon. And I am super excited because yesterday, as a wonderful Mother's Day gift from my sister-in-law, she confirmed absolutely that she's going to do CrimeCon with me again. So I will be bopping around there and enjoying myself. I am going to try to get a good schedule put together. And as it gets closer to time for me to leave, I will let you all know exactly what the sessions are that I'm going to sit in on. And we'll be ready to talk about it when I come back. So 16 days for that. And we will finish Mr. Stefon Diggs on Wednesday. Make sure that you all have your notifications on. If you haven't liked, subscribed, done all of the Tubes of You things, you need to do that. I appreciate everybody for coming on my channel. I know you have a lot of choices, and it does mean a lot that you choose to hang out with me. And we will be back at it with our wine on Wednesday, and we'll enjoy the remainder of this particular trial replay. So remember, it doesn't cost a penny to be kind. So find someone to do something nice for today if you haven't already. And remember,